Well, there you go. The exciting continues from here where we are at station right now. You're watching this visuals from 7 Districts Grounds, Ajman, and we represent you this game, which is we have set all eyes on. Match number 9 of 7 Districts presents Emirates D20 powered by Fancode. It's Ajman taking on Sharjah. Well, it will be very, very crucial and important game for both the teams if they'll be looking for those points, very important points. Then moving on, the game number 10, our focus would be, it will be Emirates Blues taking on Abu Dhabi, another cracker we have lined up for you today as well. It will be an exciting day where all these players would be looking for their A game to bring out in this lush green outfield and a beautiful weather to play some game of cricket right now. As we've got AZ, I can see, is around the pitch where he'll give his insights about the pitch report.
A brand new day of the 7 Districts presents Emirates D20 2024 powered by Fancode, but it is the same wicket we had yesterday, pitch number 4 here at the centre square. So let's take a closer look at it. Overall, it's the same nature, nothing much has changed, still has that wheat colored texture to it, still got a bit of live grass on it, so it could be an intriguing pitch to bat first on. I think it has just settled down from yesterday. Whatever movement there was, assistance for the spinners, it may have died down on the second day of this wicket. So I would be looking to bat first and once again post a big score, maybe 170, 180. There is a bit of a breeze blowing across the ground as well. So maybe the dew will not arrive till very late in the evening. So with that, go with full confidence in mind, win the toss, look to bat first and post a big score.
Well, thank you very much, Ahmed Khwaja. Well, he's giving his insight, and what he's suggesting is to bat first would be a good option. Well, as he mentioned, also there is a wind and breeze going around, so if there is no dew, we'll have a cracker game. Especially the bowlers would enjoy that. Well, talk about the points table as usual. Sharjah ruling the roost at the top with 4 points in their 3 games. They have won 2 and lost 1, but they have got a very healthy net run rate. And then Abu Dhabi at number 2. Well, still, Ajman is down at the bottom. They would be looking and eyeing to beat the team who's at the top of the table. So it's a cracker of a game where Ajman would be liking to bounce back with a bang and beat team like Sharjah who's at the top. Well, let's not waste a lot of time more as we have got Ahmed Khwaja along with the 2 captains and the match referee for the toss.
Toss time for match number 9 of the 7 Districts presents Emirates D20 2024 powered by Fancode. To my left are the 2 captains. Leading Team Ajman, of course, we have Mr. Adnan Mulk. Leading Sharjah, we have Khalid Shah. And of course, our match official, match umpire, match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. It's going to be Ajman, the home team, to flip the coin. Heads is the call. And heads it is. Khalid Shah won the toss. What have you decided?
I'm going to bat first.
Well, it's a quick turnaround from last night. Of course, you had a great win against Abu Dhabi. How are the fitness levels of the squad?
All of them are very good because when you see the age number of the age category of the boys, most of them are under 30s and they are fit. They are ready to play any sort of cricket and they are all set for this game as well.
It's been a bit of a slow start for you in the D20 so far. Is that playing on your mind or you're not concerned about that?
No, not at all because the team is doing well. So when the team is doing well, everything just vanishes. So I'm happy with that.
Changes to the playing 11?
Yes, so the change is that I forgot the change. I'm so sorry.
Right then, best of luck.
Thank you.
Adnan, unfortunately lost the toss. If you had won it, what would you have done?
We looked at ball first.
Okay, looking to bowl first. So now that they are batting, what do you think is a safe score to restrict them to?
Under 160, we hope to restrict them because we also batted first, couple of 2 games before that, and it didn't click for us. So we thought of doing something different, and luckily we lost the toss and he chose to bat.
2 losses out of 2 so far. What has the team talk like been in the dugout? What do you need to work on?
Nothing much really. I just told them that we need to get a win out of somewhere, somehow, something. Just do something, get a win, and then we can carry that momentum ahead with us. And it started well. Yeah, there are 2 changes. Lovepreet is out, Sohaib Khan is in, and Ankur is in, and Mohammad Ismail is out.
Best of luck for the game.
Thank you.
Right then, news from the centre. Sharjah have won the toss and they've elected to bat first.
Well, thank you very much, Ahmed Khwaja. Looking sharp out there. And the news coming from the middle, it is Sharjah won the toss and elected to bat first. Well, they're backing the decision, what they've been their strength. And I kind of like the lineup of the two. But for now, I've been lined up with Awais Ali. Awais Ali, welcome to the commentary box. And what do you predict about these two teams? Well, whereas we have seen the lineup likes of Almas, Ayub, Awais Shah, Harsh Desai, the young boy, Junaid Afridi, Khalid Shah, and Khuzaima bin Tanveer, Lukman Faisal. They haven't changed much here, but I think the fast bowling attack looks a little packed here with Shehbaz and Irfan Yusufzai.
Well, first of all, good evening, Abid, and good evening to all the viewers. Well, yes, it is a very balanced side, I would say, and they had a very narrow escape in that previous encounter last night. But winning that game, and Mohammad Irfan with his heroics, his all-round performance, and I think they're a very, very good side, and it's going to be a challenge to Team Ajman. Let's quickly have a look at Team Ajman. Adnan al-Mulk, Ankur Sagwan, Awais Ahmed, Isam Rab, Hamdan Tahir, Hamad Ahmed, Muhammad Abu Bakr, Saad Maqsood, Saghir. Well, watch out for him if he gets going. Sohaib Khan gets a game tonight, and it is going to be Wajid Khan, the opening batsman.
Yeah, I can see that Wajid Khan can be the X factor for the team, Ajman. He's the match winner for you on his given day. He can single-handedly win you the games. That's more important. You need to have the match winners. When we talk about match winners, well, the name right in front pops out is Ronak Panoli with the best of 89 and 201 runs with the strike rate of over 140, an average of 100. Whoa, those are the numbers now. Well, number two, it's Faisal. He's Lukman Faisal, single knock of 120 runs that he's made.
Yeah, that was the opening game where he went just ballistic and scored a magnificent 100, started off the journey really well. And after that, Aryan Lakra, well, he's been having a great run as well in this tournament. So it's going to be a very exciting contest between these two sides. Ajman, well, they would want to start their campaign with a winning note. They've already lost a couple of games, mind you, Abid. So I believe this one is going to be very, very important game for them.
Well, right now we are seeing the two umpires walking into the middle. Is Gavi both are alongside Waqar Latif. These two officials will be officiating this game number 9 between Ajman and Sharjah. Well, it's very important. They need to win. Ajman have to bounce back to give us something in the tournament, and they have this habit, let me tell you, that they bounce back a little late, but when they do, they get that excitement for us in the tournament when we see who will win and who is going to lose, and when the teams like who's down would be keeping fingers crossed for the team who's at the top loses. So a lot of we have lined up for you, and there is a lot of exciting cricket in the tank we have filled with this great tournament. 7 District presents Emirates D20 powered by Fancode. There you go. Those are the two man making their way into the middle. Is a right hand and left hand combination. A captain coming into the center. But I think it's Irfan alongside with them. Both are the left handers. Or if I'm wrong, well, I might need a better eyesight. Yeah, it's Lukman Faisal. Yeah, there you go. Right hand and left hand combination would be there for Sharjah. Lukman, after that ballistic big knock of 120, was looking for a big knock probably, or something that can keep him consistent in his performance.
Well, he couldn't really get going in the previous encounter, was out on the very first delivery. So he would want to put that behind and focus on this crucial game against Ajman. Mind you, Ajman, they've got a very good quality bowling lineup. So it's going to be very important how Lukman alongside Khalid Shah, they utilize the 6 overs in the power play. And Khalid Shah, he started off really well, Abid, yesterday. He struck a couple of those big lusty blows, went on to score a quick 17 for his team. So it's going to be exciting how the Ajman bowlers will cope up with these openers.
Well, I think both of these openers, one need to have a plan in place that I'm going to play a long knock, and the other one should be holding the dock. But either in this case, I see Khalid Shah who's more into the attacking mindset. He likes to play on and attack some, and he's a left-hander. But I think it's not that he played single-handedly. He has holded one end, and then he's done wonders. So I think one of these two batters should stick around. If you ask me, it should be Khalid Shah who should hold himself a little back because he's a left-hander and also a captain.
Well, Abid, I think they should, but I will highly doubt if they will, because Khalid Shah and Lukman Faisal, both of them like to play aggressive strokes early on. Right then, here we go. It's going to be ball number 1. Oh, straight away on the money. Excellent start by Awais, swinging in onto the stumps. And this is going to give this man a lot of encouragement early on.
Yeah, the idea was perfectly right, where Avis was trying to swing back into the right-hander. I think he'll be more comfortable bowling against the right-hander, rather bowling to the left-hander Khalid Shah, who also likes to take the onside more often than the offside. Perfect delivery. He's just got that nag and he's just bringing that ball in and he's bowling full. So that means the intentions are quite clear there from Ajman skipper. He wants the early wicket on.
Yeah, he just mentioned, Abid, that the left armers, they like to bowl to the left-handed batters. I highly doubt once again. Me being a left-arm bowler, we love to bowl to right-handers. And we saw that spell from Rohit when he got berserk and took early wickets for his side.
I was the other way around. Khalid Shah would like to take on Avis Shah. Just with the soft hands, yeah, watchful. And I think the good idea is that he's bowling onto the stumps and relying on the swing of the new ball.
Yeah, and also there's a breeze going across to the right of the ground. So that is certainly going to help Awais early on to get that in-swinging going in his favour. Mind you, we know Awais, he has that tendency to bring the new ball in towards the right-hander. So it's been a watchful start as of now.
Yeah, perfectly well said that the breeze has its role to play in. There you go, he's gone down the ground. That's the first runs on the board with a boundary. What a great smash. He went straight. He read those 3 deliveries that those are coming in.
Yeah, it was just a matter of time when Lukman Faisal would have unleashed Awais. It wasn't all that bad a delivery, just the length slightly going fuller, trying to go for that glory delivery. But Lukman Faisal is very fierce and strong straight down the ground, and he'll open his account with style.
But to be honest, if you ask me, I like the base that he kept his back foot very strong. Oh, could be a big shot out here. And umpire is unmoved. Maybe some power would involve in that. Maybe inside edge.
I think slightly going down the leg side. That is what saved him. But then again, excellent delivery and a great comeback. Well, as we mentioned earlier, Abid, we know that he has the tendency to move the ball inwards. But have a look at this delivery. It has come, and it has come really late. And that is what makes him a special bowler.
Yeah, because that swing sometimes swings a little too much, so that it was going down the leg side probably. It has hit him on the back leg. Worth a shout.
Yeah.
This time much fuller and an easy pickup for Lukman to end the over with a boundary. Smashed it nicely and watched that ball till the last moment.
Well, this was a very classy shot from a classic batsman. Brilliant stroke play and a couple of boundaries straight away from the blade of Lukman Faisal. Awais once again trying to go for the similar delivery, and this time over pitching it in a brilliant stroke, gloriously played down the ground along the carpet and finishing off the over with a boundary. It's 1 gone, Sharjah 8 for no loss.
Yeah, it would be an interesting contest here to see Khalid Shah taking on Saghir Mayar. They'll definitely bring excitement for us. Left-hander captain of Sharjah is just eyeing the outfield. There you go, Saghir against Khalid Shah. Yeah, nice delivery there. That was coming into the left-hander pretty sharply, the new ball, and he's not hesitant to bowl full.
Well, I think this is a very good move considering we haven't really seen Saghir Khan bowling with the new ball. He comes on very late after the 11th or the 13th over and then goes for his variations. So I think it's a good move by Adnan ul Mulk. He'll offer a lot of pace, and then of course we saw a hint of movement also towards Khalid Shah. So we'll have to see how Sarir copes up.
Yeah, good to see the number of spectators coming in as well, watching the game. Yeah, you're watching these big names. These are big stars here in the UAE domestic circuit. Now Lukman up against Sarir. Oh, just a flick straight to the fielder. Well, I thought maybe, for a moment, I thought maybe it would be Ankur Sangwan who will be bowling with a new ball, left arm spinner. But it's the other way around. He's changed his plan, as he mentioned earlier. He brought Saghir Khan to bowl with the new ball. Quite shocking, but it's definitely he's desperate for a wicket.
I think it's got to do something with the lefty and righty batters inside.
Yeah, good delivery there. It was just getting straightened up after pitching. So he's bowled at, probably it's the first delivery that has gone at the good length area. So there is some juice in the good length area as well.
Yeah, we were just discussing about Ankur Sangwan. So if he's going to be bowling his left arm orthodox, he has to be very careful considering Khalid Shah is very severe on the spinners.
Yeah, full bat there. Sticker. He's just done wonderful so far. That creating pressure, doubt on the Lukman's mind that he's bowled him full, he's bowled him in the good length areas. But one thing is for sure, all those deliveries has been stump to stump.
And that is the ploy, and that should be the idea when you're bowling Lukman Faisal. You have to be very precise and persistent with those lines, especially.
Oh, very good thinking there. I'm sure Lukman wasn't expecting a slower one, and that sometimes could have just kept the batter in shock and play any shot if you give him a few more options in the slow one, especially if he would have missed that would have gone to the stumps.
It has been a very decent start from Saghir. Just a couple of runs has kept Lukman quiet in this over. Just one more good delivery and this will turn out to be a great over for Saghir.
Yeah, Lukman played most of the deliveries so far. A drop and run. They'll only pick up single. Over a very good over here. Pretty tight over from Saghir Khan. He ends up his over giving only 3. It's 11 for none at the end of 2, Sharjah. And there you go. Always once again up against Khalid Shah this time. It's probably the first time they're facing each other in today's game.
Yeah, I was about to just say that in today's game, yes.
Again, just played with soft hands and got to the other end. And I think the idea is from Khalid Shah is probably taking his time. He knows that he need to stick around.
Well, I like the approach from both these batters, Abid. Usually we see them trying to go for those big shots early in the power play and then just lose their wickets early. But today, both of them are playing a sensible knock and showing a lot of maturity as of now, waiting for the bad deliveries, and that is the right way to go about.
Yeah, hard swing of the bat goes into the onside. That's the reason they've been bowling wicket to wicket, so they have got the most of the production on the right hand side, on the onside, so that they don't really allow the batter to swing the bat.
And let's quickly have a look at the field setup as well. He's got for Lukman Faisal, he's got a deep third man alongside a deep square leg. So yeah, you make a very valid point here, Abid. He is enticing the batters to play towards the mid-wicket region.
Yeah, the cross you play, the more in trouble you are. Now plays it towards the long on this time. He bowled full. I think he need to pick up for wicket, but I haven't seen any ball that leaving the batsman and moving away so far, either from both the bowlers. They've been relying to bring into the batters.
And I think it's something to do with the breeze as well, as I mentioned. There's a strong breeze going across. There you can see the flags. It's a very, very strong breeze going across to our right.
He chooses to go aerial, and he'll get one bounce into the fence. Yeah, he could have predicted, as you mentioned, and that breeze have helped the ball to go easily to the boundary. 4 runs.
Easy pickings for Lukman Faisal. It was in the slot, too full. And Lukman Faisal decided to go over the top. He's got pretty good, solid connection on this one. And that has gone towards the boundary.
Well, I like the way he quickly clears his front leg to go for the big shot. He's hit that for not once, but earlier as well. Similar kind of shot he played for a boundary. Well, actually, that was much better than this shot because he kept his base strong while trying to loft the ball in the air. And he's playing with maturity as well. Yeah, that's what. Sensible batting. You got a boundary, get to the other end. Perfectly played for single.
He's such a natural talent and God-gifted player, Lukman Faisal. He's got an excellent hand-eye coordination, reads the trajectory of the line of the ball too early. I think that is what makes him a special player. Has really developed on his skill set. Usually we used to see him used to go for those big shots early on, get carried away and throw away his wicket. But lately, as you mentioned, has shown a lot of maturity.
Yeah, obviously when you get first ball duck, the next game you will first thing will be eyeing to get some runs on board, and he's done well. 16 so far for 14. Yeah, too close to play the cut shot there, Khalid Shah. Oh, a bit of a chance there was taken. Worth a try there to get a big wicket of Khalid Shah there. And not too bad over is either, but Ajman is still looking for that first wicket. Have a look at that one. Oh, that was very, very tight call if that would have hit the stumps. Well, 20 for none, Sharjah at the end of 3.
Well, not getting much of strike is Khalid Shah at the moment. He's only played 4 deliveries. He's playing at run a ball at the moment. Sahi to continue.
Oh, cuts it away. Nicely done. There is no fielder in the outfield. It's a quick enough outfield to get a boundary. What a shot that is. The only mistake was made by Sagir Khan that he offered a width to a Khalid Shah. First 4 for Khalid.
Yeah, you can't be bowling to Khalid Shah there. He's very strong in those areas. Width provided. It was short. It was there to be hit. And look at the flow of the bat. And a bit of arrogance in that shot as well. Excellent feet movement. And Khalid Shah is definitely looking quite confident in the middle now. Straight away putting Sagir under the pump.
Yeah, after that first boundary, Khalid is now just opened his arms more. Trying to hit the ball hard now. It could be at times frustrating not getting a lot of a strike, but when you get, you try to maximize and use that one. After hitting that boundary, he's trying to get another one.
Yeah, and this is where he needs to be a little sensible here and show a bit of game awareness, Abid. He's already on 10 in 6 deliveries. He's gotten 6 in couple of deliveries, so might as well just choose the bad balls and not really try to force the issue.
Oh, knocked him over. What a battle here. Sagir Khan strikes the captain of Sharjah. This time with a straight into the furniture.
Well, what a rip scorcher of a delivery. Swinging in and came late to Khalid Shah. Went across the line. Should have played straight, but in the end, tried to go big and has lost his wicket yet again cheaply. Well, let's have a look on that. No problems whatsoever. Zaki strikes big.
And from the ball number 1, he was aiming to bring into the left hander. He coming in with the angle as well. It took him a bit of time, but he struck the big wicket out. It's Khalid Shah walking out, scoring 10 of 7. It's 26 for 1 Sharjah.
Well, a timely wicket coming in for Team Ajman. Both of them, they were looking so solid. Lukman still in the middle. And in comes the new batter, Shalom. He's coming way too early in the power play, so he'll have a huge responsibility on his shoulders tonight.
And I back this completely from Team Sharjah. That Shalom D'Souza, that youngster, has been given the most important number in the team. Is come at number 3, where your star batter comes in usually. Oh, just straight away with a cross-batted shot. And that is what Saghir is trying to generate here. Trying and forcing, in fact, the batter to play cross-batted.
Yeah, but that was a very confident stroke early on. He's just played his first delivery and he's whipped it beautifully for a couple of runs, and that is certainly going to release a lot of tension and early nerves for the batter.
And also, I can sense that why he's come at number 3, that he's also a left-hander. So they keep that combination in the middle as well, the right and left-hand combination. A very good move there, as long as Lukman. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! With definitely 2 minds. He was earlier ducking it away and then saw that it might can get me some runs. And just played the beautiful glance shot.
Well, but this is going to be interesting replay. Was it intentional? Oh, yes, it was intentional. You need to have really good eye to play that shot. Oh, a bit of finesse and as well in that shot. Brilliant stroke play from the youngster.
Well, I'm sure he's watching a lot of Hardik Pandya there. Yeah, what a shot that is. That is shot of the day so far for me. Oh, he looks very, very talented and cool and calm. He's done wonderful. 4 overs gone, 32 for 1.
Well, pretty even Steven start here for both the sides. Lukman Faisal is looking quite confident in the middle, and Awais has been given one more over, and I'm pretty much sure why, and that is to remove Lukman Faisal.
Yeah, I think he followed him up there because Lukman seems. Oh, they're coming back for 2. Oh, good move there. Good running there between Lukman and Shalom. Shalom evenly responded really well to Lukman Faisal.
Now, this is brilliant to see. The moment he hit that, there was a call straight away from Shalom, responded by Lukman, and there you go. They set off for the second. Brilliant piece of running and tremendous coordination between these 2 batters in the middle.
Yeah, remarkable work there. Yeah, they're converting this 1s into 2s and 2s into 3s. That will help the team in the end to post a big total. These little contribution does wonders in the end. Yeah, just played in the gap. Easy single would be available here, but it might be too early to say. But Shalom have played only 3 deliveries, but looked very, very elegant. He looked perfectly well. all these shots that he played though from out of these 3 deliveries, he middled it really well.
Yeah, it seems like he's been batting in this ground forever, Abid. Only 3 balls played and he's middled them. So looking very confident, the youngster. You can even see his body language, the approach he has. Very confident lad. So would want him to just carry on the merry way and go right till the end.
He would like to face away the left armour. Oh, this time he bowled it a little away, full outside of the kind of a Yorker length, which Shalom wasn't expecting, but it's a very smart thinking from Awais. Yeah, and some movement as well.
Yeah, but it's quite surprising to see, Abid. They've got a deep square leg in place. Awais is taking the ball away from the left-hander. He's got a deep third man, but then all the fielders are in the circle on the offside region. So might be just bowling one surprise short delivery.
Could be the idea in the cart. They go flicked up in the air. That lands in the safe place between the two fielder. Probably that was the reason he kept that fielder away.
Yeah, I think the variation came into play. He bowled a slower one and almost getting the better of Shalom. And that is why he needs to show smartness, the youngster Shalom. Could have really played along the ground, along the carpet, but then he'll feel a bit lucky to stay in.
Moreover, he's answering to your inquiries as well. Why he's kept that fielder away. You got your answer there. Not a bad start here for either side. Sharjah with only 1 wicket down in this 4.437. They've got the runs. Oh, that is a peach of a delivery there. Perfect delivery. I wouldn't mind watching that delivery coming in on even on a test game.
A perfect delivery to the left-hander. Literally unplayable. Pitching in line and then right in the end, just moving away from Shalom. Nothing he could do on that. So one last delivery from Awais, and I think this will be the end for his spell, and he'll be held back for one last over in the latter part of this innings.
Well, all this time he's been swinging the ball. That was the first delivery that I've seen that seemed away. So it's a good sign that misfield there. It's a good sign there for Ajman that they've got a bowler who can swing in the seam as well. Well, 5 overs done. It's 35 for 1. Sharjah. At the moment, it's time for the change in the voices. There'll be Mohammad Rashid and Ahmed Khwaja.
Thank you very much, Abid Ibrahim and Awais Ali. A watchful start here for Sharjah. The batting has been a bit inconsistent in the 7 districts presents Emirates D20 this season. But Lukman Faisal is looking busy at the crease once again. 19 off 16. Shalom D'Souza, the youngster under 21 player, getting an opportunity at number 3. So far doing okay. And a perfect time to welcome Rashid Mohammed alongside me. Good evening.
Good evening, Ahmed. Thank you very much. Good evening to the viewers as well. 38 for 1 at the moment. And like you mentioned, good start here for Team Ajman. They haven't let the Sharjah batters get too many runs. And at the same time, they've picked up an important wicket of the captain, who's back in the hut and changed the bowling now. Ankur Sangwan coming in from the far end.
Yeah, very fine left arm spinner. A key player for Ajman. Was missing out in the first 2 games, but in the fold now. Nicely played. Looks a organized bat. Young Shalom. Technically sound. And lovely wrist work on that on drive.
Oh, absolutely. And he's looking very confident since the time he's walked in. He's looked busy. He's looked focused as well. That second ball shot he played for a boundary. That was an uppercut kind of a shot, and that shows that he's really focused out there and watching the ball really nicely. That's what you want from a number 3 player. You want somebody who can rotate strike.
And they've certainly used their young players in the top four. Maruf Merchant getting a couple of opportunities. We saw yesterday as well Harsh Desai coming in at number 4 in that low run chase against Abu Dhabi. So certainly a concerted plan here from Khalid Shah. Struck on the pads. There is a polite inquiry, but I feel that was just perhaps sneaking down leg.
Well, I think the same was a slightly slower delivery from Ankur as well. Normally he darts them in, but that one gave it a little more air and forced the batter to come onto the front foot. And look at that, very tentative there. Luqman Faisal needs to be more confident when he's playing against the spinners.
Beautiful late glide, but once again very slow in the air. This pitch has that wheatish complexion to it, so perhaps there is something for the left-arm spinners to work with.
I won't see too much spin from them, but Ankur Sangwan has got a lovely arm delivery. That is something that can work in his favour. Slightly fuller end delivery, and that's been dispatched for a maximum. A very good looking shot from Hazrat Luqman, the kind of length he was waiting for probably.
Yeah, it was slightly fuller, and Ankur once again flighting the ball, tempting fate. And Luqman Faisal, he's in prime form. 100 on the opening night of the D20, and that was a clean hit over cow corner. Nicely done. Getting underneath the ball, terrific bat speed.
Yeah, he's very strong towards the onside, so Ankur Sangwan needs to be careful where he's bowling, especially his length. Previous two deliveries, slightly better length, which is why he was just trying to defend them.
Exposing all three stumps. He's always shaping up for that square cut or back cut behind point, but it's a very slow wicket, and Ankur is bowling even slower.
Has realised that that's the way to go about in this wicket. Bowl as slow as possible. Let the batter use his power behind the shots.
Oh, this has gone straight up. Mid-on in the circle. Oh, it's put down. And it's the key wicket of Luqman Faisal that has not been accepted by Ajman.
Well, that's a big blow, Ankur Sangwan, with a lovely delivery. And that should have been taken at this level, but I think it was the captain, Adnan Mulk, who's let that one go. Went miles up in the air, but I thought that he was well underneath that. Just couldn't hold on, popped out of his hands. That's a big opportunity missed.
Well, how costly will that prove to be? 46 for 1 are Sharjah at the end of the power play. Taking a look at the power play highlights, it was Luqman Faisal with the early aggression. Fawaz Ahmed slightly over pitching and paying the price. Lovely drive through the covers. And this was a calculated hit over the mid-on. Saghir Khan given the new ball this afternoon, and it paid immediate dividends. Khalid Shah with a poor shot playing across the line and paying the price. And this was Luqman Faisal launching Ankur Sangwan over long on, so he's looking in good touch, 26 of 21, and it's going to be a seamer coming on in the form of Mohammad Abu Bakr, very talented young right-arm fast bowler.
And the right time to introduce him as well. After the power plays are done, he's getting some game time, so he'll be more comfortable with the field open. He'll be bowling to Luqman.
Nicely chopped away. Point fielder gets a hand on it, deflects the ball to his sweeper cover. They will pick up two, and you make an excellent point. Abu Bakr took an absolute hiding in the previous game. Well, it was Ali Shan Sharfu against him with the new ball, and he smashed him for 5 boundaries on the trot.
Wow, that's not what you want as a bowler. Being hit for so many boundaries. Maximums are something that you would still not mind, because the batter gives you an opportunity for a wicket as well. But boundaries are something that as a bowler, I think it really frustrates you. And good move here coming in from the captain to bring him after the power plays are done. With the field open, he can probably just try and get his rhythm back.
On the pads, beautiful flick, and no chance for the square leg. Luqman Faisal, that's a glorious shot.
Yeah, magnificent. Look at the timing on that one. Was a wayward delivery down the leg side. But how well did he time that and made sure that he placed it perfectly as well. Nobody at deep fine leg, but still there was a square leg fielder in place, but that one like a tracer bullet.
Yeah, that has been the problem with Abu Bakr. He's over pitching, and that was just a poor delivery. at any level of cricket, especially to this man who's in prime form, the top run getter of the D20 so far, and he's moved into the 30s very quickly. Ominous signs. Hits it hard, long on, just a spectator, flat six.
Once again, the length from the bowler is something that Lukman Faisal would really enjoy. Fuller length delivery in the slot and nicely picked up. Didn't try to overhit it, timed it perfectly once again. The timing has been so well from Lukman Hazrat. Look at that. Nice flow of the bat, good stable head, and placed it perfectly once again.
He's feeding him to his strength here. Another slot delivery. And this man is not backing down from the challenge. Already 12 runs off 3 legal deliveries. Leading edge. And just in front of short extra cover. Living a bit of a charmed life, but it's coming off for Lukman Faisal this evening.
Oh, yes, he's scored 12 runs in 3 deliveries after being dropped in the previous over. That was a wonderful delivery from Ankur Sangwan. Should have been taken, and that would have put Sharjah on the back foot. But at the moment, I think they're just controlling this game since the loss of Khalid Shah. They've made a good comeback. Some good boundaries hit by Lukman Faisal and Shalom at the other end. Don't forget him. He's providing very good support to him.
Yeah, looking rock solid, Sharjah. Beautifully glided in the gap. Long chase for the fielder. Save your legs all the way.
Well, how well did he bisect those two fielders? Wasn't a bad delivery. Was on the stumps, but as you were talking about how he makes room for himself to play that kind of a shot, did just that and placed it nicely. Look at that. Beautifully done. Timing once again impeccable.
Such a complete player. We've seen the extra cover drive, the big hit towards cow corner, long on, and then that delicate late back cut towards the point region. Where do you bowl to him, Rashid? Give us some tips. Give us some pointers.
Well, the way Ankur was bowling to him, that is something that the other bowlers can do as well. Change of pace. He bowled with a lot of variety and varied his length, which is why I think Ankur Sangwan would be one man he needs to be really careful against. Now they're making a change in the field after that boundary. Slightly reactive captaincy here.
Yeah, they're chasing shadows, aren't they? They've brought the sweeper cover in and taken the point deep. Abu Bakr just can't find his length. Oh, it's wide. Fumbled by the keeper. And the misery continues for Muhammad Abu Bakr.
Oh, this is not very good. That was definitely a wide delivery and probably just took a little pace off that delivery. Bounced in front of the keeper, Hamdan Tahir, who couldn't do much about it.
Yeah, those are always horrible when they bounce in front of you. And Abu Bakr has got a lively pace. So just nothing going wrong for the young lad. Going right for the young lad, rather. 21 runs off the over. And further headaches for Adnan al-Mulk because he's one of his frontline seamers. And he may have to pull him from the attack at this rate. Beautifully placed away towards the sweeper cover. And the call is for 2. Shalom was willing, but he's been sent back. And no need for risks at this stage. 22 off the over. A good one for Sharjah. They're on the move. 68 for 1. Well, Khalid Shah once again falling for a low score, but Lukman Faisal has been in imperious form. 43 of just 27 deliveries. Shalom D'Souza playing his role as well. And look at that batting lineup. Junaid Afridi, Harsh Desai, Mohammad Irfan, Hafiz Almas, Shehbaz Ali, Khuzaima bin Tanveer can bat. Awais Ali Shah can bat. So they go right down till number 10 tonight.
Yeah, this is a very strong batting lineup, which is why Ajman, that catch drop, that will be playing in Adnan Mulk's mind, because had that catch been taken, it would have been a new batter up against somebody like Abu Bakr, and that over wouldn't have gone for 22 runs.
Very costly indeed. Meanwhile, Ankur Sangwan will continue from the SDCA end. Trying to bowl as straight as possible. The call is for 2. And I think Essam Matiurab right on the edge of the fence. Easy pickings for a couple.
And nicely placed. Just tapped it towards the onside and always wanted to for that. Good batting this. Very smart, very sensible from Lukman. And look at how he's raced on to 45. Just 28 deliveries now.
Yeah, he's just not a biffer of the ball. He has that deft game, that deft touch, ones and twos. The call is for 2 again. This time he's teasing the square leg fielder. This is wonderful batting from Lukman Faisal.
This is very good, and which is why I think Ankur Sangwan, now he can't be reactive now. He needs to be proactive. Take out that short fine leg fielder, put him on short mid-wicket, and cut down on those singles. And in doing so, he can probably force an error from the batter who might try to go for a sweep shot.
Well, they're wearing a Bluetooth headset and following your instructions. Much better delivery and good fielding of his bowling. Now they've got Essam in that short mid-wicket position, and that will give something new for Lukman Faisal to think about.
Yeah, certainly, because he has already given a chance to Ankur Sangwan, so he won't go after him. That's one point, and obviously cut down on the singles. He won't be able to rotate strike and might get frustrated in doing so. Nicely bowled once again.
Beautiful late dab once again. Just watching the ball onto the blade. He does favour that shot against the spinners. And Ankur Sangwan having a good tussle with him at the moment. He's not looking that comfortable. Not reading his arm balls. Like you mentioned, he has quite a few variations. Watchfully takes the single for now. And that has been the issue with Sharjah. The batting in the D20 has been inconsistent apart from Lukman Faisal.
Yeah, you're right. I think this is something that needs to be really dealt with as early as possible in the tournament. Get the batting order right before the crunch games come in. This is a long tournament. You've got 10 games, but in saying so, there is not many spots up for grabs. Just 4 teams qualify for the semi-finals, so you'll have to get your game A back in as soon as possible.
Oh, absolutely. It's a cutthroat competition. 6 very balanced sides, and the encouraging sign is there's nobody taking the wooden spoon. Everybody is competitive. Shalom trying to thrash that through the mid-wicket. He's been off strike for a while, so just searching for the ball. Tidy over from Ankur, only 5 off it, 73 for 1. Well, some problems to solve here for Adnan ul Mulk. Still not utilized his 5th bowler yet, and one of them has been absolutely carted all over the park. Mohammad Abu Bakr gone for 22. Apart from that, Owais Ahmed, Saghir Khan and Ankur Sangwan are bowling pretty tidy spells and certainly should have had one more wicket, but this partnership now on the verge of 50 runs and most of the heavy lifting done by Lukman Faisal. So who is he going to turn to in the bowling attack? Is he going to persist with Abu Bakr here?
Well, that might be a brave move considering he's gone for 22 runs in his first over and looks like it's going to be Abu Bakr. But tell us more about what other options does Adnan Mulk have, Ahmed?
Well, Hamad Ahmed Khan has been contributing with some off spin, has been getting some turn. Essam Matiurab, the leggy, could be an option as well. So there are 2 finger spinners perhaps he could use. Wonderful punchy drive in the gap. Adnan ul Mulk will rein it in. And they're running for 3, and he will get his 50. That's fabulous intent between the 22 yards, and he reaches his milestone.
Well, that's amazing. What a knock this man has played. Lukman Faisal, out of nowhere, he's produced 51 of just 33 deliveries. And at the beginning of his innings, he was looking a little underconfident. He wasn't looking all that great, but since that catch has been dropped, he's just taken things into his own hands, and the running between the wickets, that has been superb. That has been the highlight since Shalom has walked out.
Yeah, he's played his role in this partnership as well. Well, now the left-hander on strike. They've got a deep square, deep mid-wicket. Even though he's on 10 of 9, I'm not sure you need that deep mid-wicket at this stage of the game. Very defensive frame of mind. They're feeling the pressure. And I'm not sure how he would pick up a wicket unless it's his own skill. Leading edge, just running his fingers across the seam of the ball. That is an option you can use. If pace on is travelling, mix it up.
Yeah, you need to have variation in your bowling, especially on a flat track. And somebody who's on 50-odd runs, they will be full of confidence, and Lukman Faisal, he's absolutely belting them all around the park. And you can't blame the bowler for being defensive. He's gone for 22 runs in his first over. You would expect the captain to be a little more defensive, but I would want to see a spinner to come in alongside Ankur Sangwan to put in pressure.
Well, that's a poor delivery. Trying to bang it in short. And, well, we mentioned Assam, we mentioned Hamad Ahmed Khan. Wajid Khan, very experienced all-rounder as well. He can contribute with a few medium pace overs as well, of lively pace.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think he needs somebody. He needs some experienced bowler who could come in like a partnership with Ankur Sangwan, who's bowling so well from the other end. You need somebody to put in more pressure from this end as well, and then force the batters to probably play a harsh shot or force them to give out their wicket.
He chases that wide one. Cut away hard. There is a deep point, so once again, there'll be a couple here. The running between the wickets has been a major feature of this partnership.
Yeah, I think that's something that the coaches and the captain will be really happy with these two. They've run really well, and they've made sure the calling has been, the communication, the calling has been superb as well.
Yeah, thankfully, the summer has finally broken. Lovely conditions here. Nice breeze across the ground as well. Temperatures in the low 30s, I would say. So it's tailor-made for some cricket under the lights. And Lukman Faisal is certainly enjoying the conditions here at the 7 District Sports Club. Good delivery. Well, it's taken him 10 balls to finally get one right. But that's encouraging for Abu Bakar.
Yeah, with the kind of field set he's got, he's forced to bowl outside off stump, which is why I think this is very defensive. If he is bowling outside off stump, if he's going to target that line outside off stump, get the square leg fielder inside the circle, and you can have more protection in the deep on the offside. And then you can, as a bowler, you can bowl with a little more freedom.
Yeah, he's getting a bit of a mixed message from the captain, isn't he? Meanwhile, there's a long on deep wicket deep square for Shalom as well, who hasn't really played a shot in anger, just 11 of 10. Nicely whipped away. That was dead straight, but shows how calm he remained. Once again, they'll pick up two, and they're just toying with the fielders at the moment.
Oh, that was a very brave shot from Shalom. Had he missed that, I was straight onto the pads, and that would have been an easy decision for the umpire. They don't need to take that kind of risk at the moment.
Yeah, if he had missed that one, it would have been Walaikum Shalom. He'd have to head back. But he's looking solid so far. 13 of 11. The youth movement coming through from Khalid Shah. He's got 3 or 4 outstanding youngsters. Hilal Afghan, Harsh Desai, Maruf Merchant, and now Shalom D'Souza. Beautiful delivery. Slower ball. Mishandled by the keeper. But Abu Bakar just seems to be finding some confidence. A better over. 83 for 1 after 9. Well, the run machine, that is Lukman Faisal. Yet another fluent half century. Anytime it was overpitched by OS Ahmed, it was drilled down the ground. Yeah. And a lovely punch through the covers. Stand and deliver. So strong in that long on cow corner region. But it's not slogging here, Rashid. Just pure cricketing strokes. And he has the power game as well.
Oh, absolutely. He was wonderful. I thought he played all around the ground, like you mentioned, the 360 degrees player. That was another very delicate glide towards deep third and got a boundary as well. And then when he got to his 50, that was 3 runs taken. That tells you how good the running between the wickets has been from Lukman Faisal. It's not a very big ground here, but he still managed to make sure that the rotation has been immaculate.
And these are the kind of tournaments you really want to set yourself apart. Get among the top run getters. Catch the eye of the national team selectors. They're always on the hunt for the next big thing. And we could certainly use a player like him in the top 4. Complete player, has a solid technique, runs hard between the wickets, good athlete. A lot of things in his favour. Ankur Sangwan into his 3rd. Oh, and he's bowled him. Well, the commentator's curse has struck. Trying to be a bit too cute there and paying the ultimate price.
Yeah, I think that wasn't a very smart shot from Lukman at the end. That field change, that has worked for Ankur Sangwan, trying to force a shot towards short fine leg where there was no fielder placed there. And the run, the luck finally runs out for Lukman Faisal. Fair delivery from Ankur Sangwan on the stumps. Slightly quicker as well from Ankur Sangwan. And this is a big wicket, big moment in the game.
A fabulous knock comes to an end, 54 of 36, and Sharjah are 83 for 2 now.
Thank you very much, Mohammad Rashid and Ahmed Khwaja. And we are back with a little bit of a rings break there. Just Sharjah lost a wicket after quite a while. Lukman Faisal was the last man to walk out, where he tried to play unorthodox shot, which was not required at all. And that too against Ankur Sangwan, who drifts the ball, who turns the ball, who does really well with those magical fingers. Making room and trying to play the cut shot. I don't think so. That's the ideal kind of shot to play on a very first ball that you're facing, and that to someone like Ankur who's got his tail up. Junaid Afridi again trying to make room. This time he thumped it down the ground. There'll be only single. Well, waste. I think it's a bit too much risk playing against the left armer Junaid Afridi is taking.
Well, he likes to play those big shots, Abid, and he's very good in executing them, especially when he's playing that inside-out shots. So, has plenty of time to get his eye in the middle alongside Shalom. Well, he's already played 12 deliveries. And I think he should just get a move on from here onwards now.
It's really quite a evenly posed match it is. I think Sharjah has slightly done well in terms of getting runs on board. He goes up, Shalom D'Souza, and straight into the pouch of the fielder. Another wicket goes down, away six, a beautiful catch. It's Ankur Sangwan who strikes again. A much needed wicket here for Ajman.
Well, you could see the pressure was mounting on Team Sharjah, and Shalom couldn't really get going, trying to go for a big shot, and that is the second wicket falling in this over. Ankur strikes twice, and both the set batters are now back in the dugout. No issues whatsoever with that. Wasn't all that great a delivery. He was there to be hit, but just losing his cool, Shalom, and found the fielder in the end. A sorry departure. Started off really well. Was looking very promising. I will have to go back after scoring 13. Sharjah are 84 for 3. Well, in comes the man who was the player of the match in that previous encounter last night. An all-round performance, went on to score 50 odd runs and then also picking up 2 wickets. So ideal platform set for him as well. He's got plenty of time to settle though.
Well, to be very honest, again, Sharjah having another match winner for them. It's Irfan. I think he's coming down the order now, where usually we see him opening the innings or coming up to the order because of having a lot of options at the opening department. So I think oh, what a big shout! Ah, kind of not the best kind of a delivery you would like to receive as your first delivery.
Well, now I wouldn't mind the captain giving Ankur a slip. Excellent delivery. The ball just holding its line and going straighter. Lucky Irfan not getting the outside edge.
Just played with straight bat. That's the right way to tackle. Who's got 2 wickets in the over. Successful over for Ajman. Picking up 2 and giving only 1 run. It's 84 for 3 Sharjah.
Well, halfway through in the first innings and 2 important wickets falling in the last over. Both the set batters are back into the hut and quite surprising, Abid. Abu Bakr, he's gone for 32 runs in those couple of overs. And the captain is showing a lot of faith and trust in his men.
Well, to be honest, I think he's been given different role today altogether. We saw that usually he comes with a new ball, but today we saw Saghir Khan handling that job. And probably if you're not on your comfort with the new ball or what do you usually do, at times it can backfire. He goes up and slightly in the air as well. Knew it. The fielder on the long off is at the boundary line, worth a taking chance there. But you got to take Irfan, I think, out.
Well, he's going to hold the key here for this innings. Irfan, we know, a very destructive batter, as you mentioned early some time back. He does open in the innings, but I think he's really filled the shoes well coming down the order in the middle order. Was the man of the match, as I mentioned in the previous encounter. So, wouldn't mind to see him batting at this stage.
Yeah, he's got both the benefits. He can bowl, he can bat. So, always a chance of claiming a player of the match. Oh, this is way down the leg side. I think Abu Bakr needs a couple of good deliveries to come back in the game.
Yeah, at the moment, it's not really looking good for this youngster Abu Bakr. He's been spraying the ball since he's come in. It was a very surprising decision, I believe, Abid, to give him another over. And it's not the first time we're seeing him bowl extra.
Well, the reason I can see that he's got a pace and he's got that swing as well. Meanwhile, he's just also having trouble. Mind you, that Sharjah haven't played the game so far without keeping right and left combination in. Oh, that's beautifully played straight to the fielder. But what a way to get off the mark. He just middled it nicely.
Yeah, that's a shot coming in from the man of confidence. Continuing from where he left from last night. And let's have a look at the field he's set for Junaid. Another very fierce striker. He's got a deep square leg, deep mid-wicket, long on, long off, and a deep extra cover. So he can't really go short because the third man and the fine leg is in the circle. He'll have to be very consistent with his lines. Need to target the stumps.
Yeah, I think the movement of the ball is also not swinging much. Right now he's bringing that mid-off in. Because the earlier he played, chipped it in the air slightly. So could be a chance there if he can. Oh, he goes straight and that's a big shot over the fielder head. A maximum coming in from Junaid Afridi. What a strike!
Well, the move to continue with Abu Bakr is certainly going against them. Yet again, not getting the line right and the length. Bowling it too full to Junaid. And he's very strong in those areas. A sensational hit. And under the pump is Abu Bakr. What a phenomenal strike from Junaid.
It is gone Very expensive. Have a look at that. Even again, I would say that the back foot of the batsman, the pace was really strong. What a hit. Oh, this time, ooh, that ball was a bumper there. Bowled it short, and that was coming into the right hander. I'm not sure if he had any part of wood in it, but Hamdan Tahir not with a clean collect behind the stumps.
I think one thing is for certain, Junaid wasn't expecting this kind of delivery. We haven't really seen Abu Bakr bowling any kind of short deliveries. And that's not a bad ploy, but then you need to ensure you have some backup in the deep. A deep fine leg or a third man in place.
Yeah, field placement plays a key role. He shuffles across, plays it in the air. Could be a chance. No! No, that's gone past the fielder, and 4 more.
Well, that is exactly what I mentioned just this ball before, Abid. If you want a ball short, you need to have fine leg or the third man behind. And that is a bit of a brain fade from Abu Bakr.
And in an agreement with you, in a 100% agreement, that was definitely a chance. That could have been a catch if the fine leg was behind in the boundary line. Well done, Awais Ali. I think you should change your suit and wear a kit. You still got something left. Yeah, the last delivery, Abu Bakr would like to forget about this game as soon as he can. His spell is gone so expensive so far. And wicketless too. Up in the air. Clears that ring field. Another boundary. A mammoth over. A big over. What a way to bring 100 for Team Sharjah. Making room and playing inside out.
Well, elegance pouring from the blade of Junaid now. Glorious looking stroke. Made room for himself. Created a lot of space. And then once again going for that inside out shot. Tremendous striking. Always wanted to go intentionally over the head of the fielder. And he's done that to perfection to close out another successful over for Team Sharjah. 11 gone. It's 101 for 3. Well, it's going to be testing times for Ajman. They've only used 4 bowlers. Abu Bakr was the 4th one, and he's gone for plenty. 3 overs, 49. And so now, who's going to be bowling? And who's going to be the 5th option? That is going to be an interesting decision coming in.
I think Ajman has got one extra bowler as well. They've got a good options in the bowling department. The bowling have never been a problem for them. It's their batting. They need to cover it up. Mind you that Sharjah has capability to post over 200 runs. And if the dew is not falling on, that will be a difficult time for these Ajman players to get that one chased.
Yeah, total of 7 wides have been bowled by Abu Bakr Alved. That is way too much. So coming between the wickets now. Nicely bowled. Excellent delivery. Just tossing it up. Junaid watchfully playing it.
Every time what I've noticed that Junaid is trying to make room and go outside off. And Ankur Sangwan every time followed him up. If any spinner coming up, I think it will be Matthew Rubb who will be coming in to use his wrist and bowl those leg spin. Maybe. That's the question of your the question you asked earlier. But I think over here more of Irfan should be playing Ankur Sangwan.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think should be a good ploy to bring in Matthew Rubb. There's no dew as of now in the middle, so it's going to be easy for him to grip the ball properly.
I think I was wondering maybe Ankur would bowl the first over itself, but he's a wicket-taking option. Look, that already he's picked up 2. A hard swing there. Looks like Junaid is using a lot of his bottom hand.
Brilliant spell overall. Just a couple of more deliveries to go. And now, both these batters need to show some maturity. Do not try to go and hit these couple of deliveries. just see off his over. He's been given the fourth over for a purpose on the trot, and that is to just pick up the wicket of Irfan from here onwards. So it's going to be interesting couple of deliveries coming up. Tossed up delivery, driven beautifully, but straight into the hands of the fielder. Yeah, Sharjah wouldn't mind that. What they would not want is Ankur Sangwan picking up another wicket in his last delivery. It's been a very quiet over for him though. Nicely bowled. Trying to go for the big hit. Not getting any connection whatsoever. And that will be the end of a very successful over and a successful spell as well. Just 19. Picked up 2 wickets as well. 12 gone. Sharjah 106 for 3. Well, that's the batting scorecard for you. Lukman starting off really well and just got carried away through his wicket. Trying to go for the ram shot, and then Khalid was bowled out by Saghir. What a delivery that was. Shalom looked very promising and composed the moment he came into bat in the middle. Run a ball for him. Departed, and it was Ankur Sangwan picking up his wicket. And now Junaid and Irfan trying to steady the ship and would want to take this game deep and not to lose any wicket. But there you go. It's going to be Samatyur Rub. So your predictions have come pretty much right here, Abid.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it takes over a decade to understand how Team Ajman plays on. Yeah, nice delivery. Good start there against a left-hander, but he's kept that on a good length area and then a bit of turn as well.
Oh, nicely ball. That was a wrong one. And Irfan, I think he didn't read that. Just got late on the delivery, but still managed to get some bat. And will bring Junaid on strike.
I don't know about you, but Bes, don't you think showing your Arsenal's too early? I mean, what he's got in the tank, I mean, I think he should set the batter, then bowling those wrong ones.
Oh, you make a very valid point here, Abid. You need to bowl your usual deliveries, your go-to deliveries, the wrist spins, and then just set up the batter with bowling a wrong one. So, good point.
I think a shorter format has to do something with this, because the more shorter format, the more you're eager to get the wickets on.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the bowlers at times they just get a little anxious and they just want to get the wickets too early. Mind you, it's just the first over he's bowling, 3 balls he's bowled, but if you look at the wicket, he's getting some purchase from the track.
Yeah, only 10 runs for you, mate, tonight. Would definitely like to have some more runs, Khalid Shah. What a star he is.
Yeah, all smiles coming in from the captain. Still looking pretty calm. Oh, that was a very risky shot. And luckily, it just went over the stumps.
Yeah, a little bit of an extra bounce that might have saved it, but I don't think these kind of shots are needed at this juncture of the game.
Beautifully bowled. Excellent. Has deceived Irfan. Went away. There you go. That's a normal leg spinner. And another quiet over. Boundaries have certainly dried up here, Abid.
Yeah, this is the key phase. Then you can see the frustration already in the batsman. That shot from the last delivery where Irfan tried to play the reverse, that was a clear indication it's maybe a time for wicket.
Cut away really nicely, got the middle of the bat but not the desired gap, so he'll take a single. And Isam has bowled a brilliant first over, just 4 runs coming in. It's 13 gone. Sharjah are 110 for 3. Well, that's how the bowling card has panned out as of now. Owais bowled pretty well early on, 3 overs. With those 7 dot deliveries, 23 runs, and Saghir picked up an important wicket of Khalid Shah early on. Ankur, well, phenomenal stuff. He's gotten a game and he's proven his worth here. 2 important wickets, Luqman Faisal and then Shalom. Abu Bakr, night he would not want to remember 49 runs in 3 overs. Off day for him with those 7 wides in his spell. And Assam bowled a brilliant first over.
There you go. You can see that plenty of options. Sixth bowler is now getting up. Wajid Khan. So you've been blessed with 6 bowlers. Not every team has the luxury to have 6 bowlers. One of the bowler, if he's having bad day, just like Abu Bakr, you've got covered it up with Wajid. Again, an all-rounder and a match winner.
Yeah, that was a juicy full toss, missing out on it. Well, I would rather call him a batting all-rounder, Abid Wajid. We know him, how handy he is with the bat. He's well known for his batting. I'm not too sure with his bowling though. Again, Sharjah, when Irfan is batting, I think it's going to be a little tricky. But time will tell. Might prove me wrong.
Well, at times you need to understand how much experience counts. Yeah, I agree with you that he's a batting all-rounder, but I think the experience that he carries can be very handy here. The way he starts with the slower one, he reads the game well. He played number of games in this venue as well.
Nicely bowled. Fuller into the block hole, and Irfan couldn't really get underneath the ball. It's a good start here from Wajid.
It's been quite a while that the boundaries have come in, so this is right time to bring the pressure on and try to pick up wicket. Maybe when the batters are trying too hard to find the boundaries, you need to play a little attacking game. I wouldn't mind, as you mentioned earlier, Matthew Rubb should have one slip on. There you go. That's gone big and over the fielder. Oh my God, he's had his hand on to it. Goodness me. He should have held that one. He had lots of time to get underneath and take that catch.
Well, this was in the air forever and almost creating a chance. He got the elevation but not the distance, and in the end it will go down as a chance. We'll have to wait and see. Time will tell how costly could this prove. Watch it, almost creating an opportunity.
Yeah, that boundary must have relieved a lot of pressure from Team Sharjah. There's a couple of good tight overs, and then you can sense that to get that 6, he had to play out of his comfort zone. He need to put a lot of bottom hand, and then the bowler finally created the chance, which went bagging. For me, that was a complete chance. He should have taken that catch at this level of the cricket.
Yeah, at times Junaid, he just gets stuck onto the crease. The back foot doesn't really move. So on that occasion, he did quite fittingly use his feet to his advantage. Nicely bowled and slashed away towards point. There's protection, but the batters will scamper back for a second. So it is turning out to be quite a handy over for Team Sharjah. They've got 11 already, so they can just strike one more boundary. I think this was the over they were looking for. They need to target some bowler. Some has bowled a brilliant first over though. Full toss. Hit really hard towards the cow corner. He will get the boundary and they will get the runs they were looking for. It has been quite an expensive over for Wajid.
Well, it looks like the medium pacers are struggling at the moment. 125 for 3. Have a look at this one. Hit me delivery there. Easy picking for someone like Mohammad Irfan. Say thank you very much. Well, Sharjah is just getting back in the game after a successful big over. 125 for 3 at the end of 14 Sharjah.
Well, now I think it's high time that the batters should cut loose. They have 3 hard hitters sitting in the dugout. Hafiz Alma, Shahbaz Ali, Khuzaima bin Tanveer. They all can smash the ball all over the park. Tossed up delivery, played uppishly. It's in the air. Has it gone far enough? No, it hasn't. A timely wicket coming in for Team Ajman.
And I think the beauty about that delivery was that he flighted the delivery and bowled really slow. Asked the batsman to put effort to get that 6 runs if he wants. He took up the challenge and paid the price. Yeah, that's completely fine. He's bowled a perfect delivery that have turned a little bit, not too much, but a little bit, and he bowled it really slow. And the batter trying to hit that one couldn't clear the fence. And it's a long walk for Junaid Afridi after getting a good start, couldn't converting into the better. 28 he scores for 15 deliveries. Score is 125 for 4 Sharjah.
This is the ideal time for Hafiz Almas to be making his way in the middle. We know how destructive he could be at this stage of the game. Just 5 more overs to go after this. And I think it's the right move to be sending him.
Yeah, I think he can make a lot of damage. The first game of Sharjah, I've seen him playing those 40 runs, crucial 40 runs with a quick over 200 strike rate. He can be very destructive.
Nicely bowled, beautifully bowled. A bit of flight and turn and completely deceived Almas.
And also at the same time, I think Hafiz Almas likes to take charge. Look at that one. It was a lot of bottom hand. Yeah, good delivery there from Issam. Issam is really troubling the batsman.
And I think now he can try to bowl that wrong onto Almas. Don't really read from his fingers though.
Yeah, he's still not bringing that up. I think you need to set the batsman first. It would be still early for me to bowl that wrong gun. Yeah, for the left-hander, probably he would try to bowl more often than his those googlies.
Well, let me tell you, Abid is one of those batters, Almas. He will not let settle the bowlers in the middle. Destructive batters, one big hit, and then the show will begin.
Yeah, that's for sure. That you need one good connection. Cold wide. There you go. He doesn't have a great control on the wrong ones.
It's not an easy delivery to execute. You need to have a lot of practice to execute. Nicely tossed up delivery. And straight away the call was from Almas and well responded by Irfan.
I think now bringing new topic altogether, it's that I think Team Ajman need to bowl with the spinners more here. They need to have maybe a part-timer who can bowl spin as well. Will do well because the spinners are really containing runs as well.
And also there's a bit of purchase happening in the middle for the bowlers. Cut away, cut really hard. But bowling according to his field and he's bowling in those excellent lengths is Issam Matirab. So another very good over by this youngster. It's 15 gone, Sharjah. 129 for 4. Right then, just the last 5 overs to go in this innings, and right call by you, Abid. So they are opting to go with the spinner, and this is excellent captaincy, I would say, from Adnan Al Mulk.
Yeah, 100%. I think the way wicket is behaving now, it took them a little while to understand. The spinner is the key factor here, who can continue runs and pick up the wickets as well. We saw Mathurab breaking that partnership between Junaid and Irfan as well. And also, the Team Emirates Blues and Abu Dhabi would be eyeing on this game to understand what the surface does.
Yeah, absolutely. But all eyes now on these two batters. Irfan delivery, it's in the air, slog swept and gone. So the plan to introduce a spinner has certainly worked in the favour of Team Ajman.
Yeah, it's a big wicket going down. It's a huge wicket in the context of the game. Irfan, a very rare side where you see him playing under 100 run strike rate. He was clearly struggling over here. There's Hamad. Ball had fly to delivery again. The area is outside off where he bowled, and Irfan trying to fetch it from outside off to the onside, and Saghir wouldn't miss that one. He saved his house. Again, a little frustrating knock comes to an end from Mohammad Irfan, scoring 13 of 16, 130 for 5.
Well, a timely wicket coming in for Team Ajman, and the plan has definitely worked in the favour of Team Ajman. Rightly pointed out by Abid, they do realize, and they did realize very late in the 16th over, that the spin is the way to go about on the surface.
Yeah, I think that a one over from Wajid wasn't necessary there. Since Abu Bakr leaked a lot of runs. Look at that. A big turn coming in from Hamad. That's the way to bowl. At times you need to flight the ball. At times you need to purchase some turn from the wicket.
And there you go, that was the wicket. Bowled it on that offside channel, trying to force the shot. Should have played it towards the offside rather, trying to go towards the mid wicket, and in the end, holding on. An excellent catch by Saghir. Cut away really hard. Protection in the deep, and single is all he'll get.
Well, I think it's more of a frustration that because of not getting a lot of runs and boundaries of the spinners, which has forced Irfan to go for the big shot. Yeah, look at that now. He's bowling excellent deliveries there. He's just enticing the batsman to play big shots.
Yeah, smart bowling is keeping it out of the range from Shahbaz. Short delivery, pulled away, but no power and force behind the shot. And single is all he'll get to close out another very successful over for Team Ajman. It's 16 gone, Sharjah, 133 for 5. Well, it has been a very courageous spell as of now from Isam. Tossed up delivery in his arc. It's in the air. Fielder coming underneath and takes a clean catch. So another one bites the dust.
Well, a trouble for Team Sharjah here. They're losing one after the other. The spinners are playing a key role here. Wonderful take there, Hamad. Kept his cold under the lights, taking a wonderful catch. But that was no. I think that's within a legal. Yeah, I think toe end of the bat. Yes, it was the toe end of the bat. And again, the ball has spun away, which has got another wicket to Isam Mathieu. Is having a wonderful day out there. Shehbaz Ali walking out, scoring only 2 of 4. It's 133 for 6.
Well, Team Sharjah are losing wickets in a flurry now. They just come and go, and lot will rely on these two batters now in the middle. Of Wes, he's pretty much known with his bowling, but he's also a very handy batter. Comes down late in the innings and likes to play those big shots.
Yeah, you need somebody to, I think, to watch out a couple of overs here. Sharjah is getting a little, yeah, trying to haste things up a little bit here. Sharjah need to really understand a little bit, maybe a few more overs of ones and twos.
Well, I would slightly differ on that. I'll get back to him that point, Abid. Good tossed up delivery, just not bowling in his range, keeping it away from his arc, and an excellent catch once again. They've been excellent in the fielding department. Short delivery. Oh, he's missed out on this one. He just mentioned that they should play out a few overs. Well, I think it's the 17th over. There's not much overs left now. 3 more overs to go. And I think what Awais needs to do is give majority of the strike to Almas. Because he's one of those batters. He will just go big and strike quick runs for you.
Well, what I meant is that they should take a little time since they lost Irfan, and then before that, when they lost a wicket, they should have studied a little bit of innings. We were expecting Shehbaz to stick around for a couple of overs rather than trying on his third or fourth delivery to go for the big shot. And we all know that the ball is not coming nicely onto the bat as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Agree on that. But I think credit needs to be given to the captain and also Isam. He enticed Shahbaz to go big, and he did fall in his trap.
Yeah, that's a wide delivery there. Again, trying that wrong one, getting it completely wrong. That's where I think Assam need to little work on his wrong one. He's bowling it two away.
Yeah, and also it's not required, to be honest. Awais just walked in, oh, fiery delivery, trying to go for the flipper, and once again, completely getting it wrong.
Yeah, a couple of wides can change the momentum of the game. It's very important that you get that grip on.
Tossed up delivery, oh, he was there to be hit. He's missed out to a flighted delivery. I think he just went too hard on that.
And also, I think it has spun sharply as well. It was pitched full. Have a look at that one. It was full, but look at that amount of it got skid on as well. Wonderful bowling. Sam had having a great day out there. He's got one more overs up sleeve. 17 gone. 138 for 6 Sharjah.
Well, what a turnaround in this game. It has been an excellent comeback from Team Ajman. Sharjah, they were cruising along nicely, had a flying start. They were 83 for 1 in 9.1, and that is where they lost track. And the spinners bowled brilliantly.
I would say the way they started, 180 was looking on cards for sure, but then full marks to Team Sharjah, Ajman, pardon me, the way they made a great comeback, and now we're coming back to the seam bowlers. Saghir.
Short delivery, slashed. It's up in the air and almost carrying into the hands of the fielder. Wes will consider himself lucky.
I think Sat should have tried a little more to catch on that. I think the fielding need to be realized that you're playing a big level of cricket here, which is more important that you pick up these wickets. The fielder should have done slightly better. That's what I think. That was an opportunity, maybe. if you can call it less than half chance, I won't mind. But there was a chance if the fielder would have given 5-10% more.
Oh, slower bouncer, just not getting the length or the line right. An easy decision for the umpire. It was a very surprise call, and it was pointed out by you, Abid, that Ahmad, he bowled a brilliant first over, gave away 4 runs, picked up an important wicket, and then was removed from the attack. So, understand the tactics there.
Yeah, he will be wondering what did I do wrong. Yeah, I tried to swing that hard. I think Sarir has done well taking that pace off.
But if this would have connected, it would have gone into the other ground. Just went too hard on it. Have a look at this one. Short delivery, got into position. Oh, look at that swing of the bat.
I think Sharjah batters are not playing on the merit of the ball. That's been the problem. That was clearly to hit on the offside, not to the drag it on the on.
Picked up and picked away very nicely. A low full toss, but Almas, he's got plenty of bat on this one. And welcome 4 runs coming in for Team Sharjah.
Getting it completely wrong, Sarir Khan this time. He was trying to bowl the slow Yorker after bowling that bouncer. It got it a little wrong, and look at that. Even he just made his timing to get some part of the willow on that. Moreover, 4 important runs for Sharjah.
Oh, beautifully bowled. Similar delivery, but the keeper has missed that one, and Sahir wasn't very pleased with that effort.
Yeah, the problem here, which frustrates the bowler, is that he has made his plan. He had already been setting up the batter, and then all of a sudden you find that batter in the other end. Yeah, I think Hamdan Tahir should have done a little better than that. He's a regular keeper for Ajman. Now, he missed out on that.
But just 5 runs shy to be reaching the 150 mark. Well, these two batters could make a lot of difference. Still 14 more runs. If they can get 30 more runs from here onwards, that's going to be a very good target on this surface. Short delivery, it's up in the air, and no connection whatsoever. And just getting a little late on that shot.
Yeah, also that he didn't read that length well because that ball took a little bit of a bounce. As enticed the batsman to play the big shot. I think Sarir is done well in this over, barring that one bad delivery that he's bowled at low full toss.
Once again, trying to go for that slower bouncer, ball holding up into the surface, and yet again, not getting the line right, Sarir. So it's turning out to be quite a lengthy over now.
Well, for now, I know Sarir Khan who likes to use the crease as well, and angling it, he's master in that. I was expecting him to bowl some with the angles in the death overs. Rather, he's trying to rely on the length now.
Oh, once again, a similar delivery, and has he got him? Well, he's claiming, and it seems like they have got Almas. This is a huge moment in the game.
Yeah, I think the disappointment from Hafiz Almas says it that he's gone. It's a wicket. It's given out. Or probably the umpires would like to have a few words. They're sticking around, not sure, but I think it's given out.
Well, he's walking back. No issues. Let's have a look at this delivery. Oh, that was very, very close. What do you make of it, Avid?
Well, I can sense that he's out. That's more important. The umpire has given him. Let's not get into anything else. Hafiz Almas walking out, scoring 9 of 11 deliveries, 147 for 7 Sharjah.
while getting a very important wicket in the important phase of this game. We know how destructive Almas could have been. He can give you those 35-40 quick runs. So they'll be pretty pleased to see his back. And in comes another very talented all-rounder, I would say, Khuzaima. We know what havoc he's been creating in this tournament with the ball. But mind you, he's no muck with the bat as well.
Yeah, I think Ajman has realized that they need to back their strength. So they've come up with the pacers who will bowl their regular death overs. And yeah, definitely Sharjah has a very deep batting lineup. They still got Khuzaima.
That's pulled away and not getting the ideal timing he would have desired, but still, any runs from here, they'll take it with both hands.
Yeah, the idea must be to somehow get 170 runs on board. That was, I think, the plan is a little difficult to get onwards the way Ajman is bowling, and also considering it's almost the tailenders or lower order rather than saying tailenders, because these two batters really can bat well. So they have still got some batting, but Ajman is bowling really well.
Beautifully bowled, just lowering his pace, bowling in the block hole, and nothing much the batsman could have done there. And I think they've come out with a plan, Abid. Even if you observe that last over, Zahir, he kept on banging in short. There was never a fuller delivery coming in from his end, and that is where Almas, he just couldn't really get going.
Only one delivery that he tried to bowl, that slow Yorker, which got wrong, and then he realizing that there is a lot of juice in the wicket, in the middle of the wicket, or that halfway track. So he was using his line and length pretty nicely. So 150 finally coming up for Sharjah. They fought well to bring that 150.
Full toss, missed out on it. Khuzaima has just walked in, he's played his first delivery. So let's not ask too much from him. Doing the right thing, I suppose, getting the strike back to Awais.
Well, from here, what I can predict, I'm not sure, but the way things are going at the moment, 165 or maybe 160 odd runs might be in the tank. That what we are looking at from the last 9 legal deliveries. But I think for that, even Ajman need to bat hard. They need to bat well to chase that, because the wicket and the wind has their roles in.
Picked up nicely, but straight in the hands and dropped. Well, there was a fumble there. It seems like it was Sahir Khan down in the deep.
Rather, it was Wajid who's not having clearly a good day in the outfield. Even that 1 over he bowled wasn't so great. Even in the field, that was definitely a catch which is gone begging.
Not really coming off the meat of the bat. Couldn't really get the distance. There you go. It should have been taken. There you go. On the third attempt, he's dropped it. Full toss yet again, and that's the second time Khuzaima has gotten a full toss and he's missed out on it.
More importantly, that the Waves have not conceded a single boundary in these 5 legal deliveries that he's bowled. He'll be eyeing to bowl the quiet over. They won't mind those 1s and 2s. More importantly, what they will try to contain boundaries here.
Yeah, he's done pretty well in this over. No boundaries. One last delivery coming up in the penultimate over. Nicely bowled. Smart bowling, I would say, by Awais. Oh, I think he's given a wide.
Yeah, the reason he's bowling away from him is that he's kept his stumps visible. Look where he's standing. He's kept those 2 stumps visible. And the ball was a cutter there. It was going away from Khuzaima.
I think it was a very good delivery. Smart bowling by Awais. Unlucky, it was called a wide.
Oh, nicely bowled. And a hunger of boundaries here. A good over coming to an end. 154 for 7, Sharjah.
Right then, last over coming up in this innings. Beautifully bowled. Once again, targeting the stumps into the block hole. They're looking for two. They are setting off for it. And they will get it. Excellent running in the middle.
Well, they need to work hard here. They have to bring the boundaries out. These two batters have now spent enough time in the middle that they need to get the boundary in the last over. Perfect Yorker here. Perfect delivery from Sahir Khan and good running between the two. They need to convert this ones into twos as well.
And once again, a short delivery as a slower bouncer. Well, now I think the batters they should be aware that it's getting a little predictable. Zahir, since the time he's been bowling, he has opted to go for those short bouncers, short deliveries, holding up into the surface, but still they're not able to cash onto it.
I think the spinners has played a key role here. Now these bowlers, what they are doing, these fast bowlers are using more of cutters than trying with the seam up deliveries. Smart work by the bowlers.
Great room, and Sahir is a very smart bowler. He saw the batter move away from the stumps, bowled fuller, slower, completely deceiving away. So his innings not going anywhere, Abid. 11 deliveries, just the 8 runs scored. Struggling times for him.
Well, none of the batter had a great day out there. I mean, we didn't see any big runs from any batter could manage today. And now look at before he releases the ball, he made himself. Yeah, that's clearly because the batter have shuffled across. Yeah, he tried to bowl it away from his little arc.
Well, shuffle or no shuffle, that is a huge wide.
Yeah, he made a change in plan seeing the batter's foot. Yeah, look at that. Where he's standing, even he went further. Yeah, maybe on to that. Look where he's standing. Still missing out. And they're running off for it. Could be a tight call. It's a direct hit. I don't think so. There's a big appeal there. Oh, given his buys, given his runs as well.
Yeah, each and every run is going to be crucial from here onwards. And I think this is a pretty much decent target on this surface. There's plenty to offer for the bowlers, plenty for the batters as well. So if you bowl in the right areas, you do get your rewards. And that is what the spinners have done today. Bowled in those perfect lengths, varied their pace. They were getting some purchase. And also the fast bowlers, they have really put up a show.
Yeah, they've got 2 more deliveries to go. They'll try to get some boundary. There's some connection, but not the clean one. The fielder is reverse paddling and he takes the catch. Sweep. And it's Sahir Khan who strikes again. And it's a very, very crucial time to pick up a wicket because they were looking for the boundary.
Well, his innings wasn't going anywhere. The moment he came into bat, a couple of full tosses were bowled to him and he missed out on those. And once again, trying to go for the big hit, Sahir, bowling a slower delivery, deceiving yet again Khuzaima bin Tanveer. And in the end, finding the fielder and he's taken a simple catch in the end. So that is the 8th wicket down. Let's have a look at the no ball. I'm sure Sahir is one of those bowlers who usually does not bowl many no balls. And yet again, is having a phenomenal night with the ball amongst the wicket takers. One of the main premier all-rounders in their side. And he certainly put up a show.
Well, didn't take a while for Harsh Desai to come in and for Sure, I know Harsh Desai can bat really well, so you can imagine the depth in the batting of Sharjah, and no wonder why they are at the top of the table. A lot will depend on his spinner bowling as well. Bowling low, full toss, one last delivery is going down the leg side. That might be a boundary they were looking for. Finally, they got some boundary. Yes, it is a boundary. And they'll be happy to get that one, at least something to cheer about. Harsh Desai getting a boundary on that only delivery that he'll face. And Sharjah has summed up their innings, playing entire 20 overs somehow, scoring 163 with 8 wickets down. Courtesy good bowling from Ajman. They kept picking up the wickets. But do you think, Vesely, is this enough on board?
Well, if you ask me, Abid, I think this is a very good score on this surface. There is enough for the bowlers, and considering the bowling lineup which Sharjah possesses, they're going to ask a lot of questions early on with the new ball, and then we know how handy spinners they have in their armory. So it's a good job done, but then let's not take anything from Team Ajman. They've done really well. They've restricted them, and at one point it looked like Sharjah was on the verge of scoring something around 185, 190, but then Isam Matir Rub and the spinners came in, made life difficult.
Yeah, I think there was a handy job done by Ankur Sangwan. Look at that. None of the batter could kept going, only apart from Lukman Faisal, who scored 54 runs in difficult conditions. You need to give him credit for his 54 of 36. And then getting Junaid Afridi, getting good start, but not converting it to a great one. But area of concern there for Team Ajman is that they've been bowling a lot of extras. They bowled 17 runs extras here, where they need to work on those extras. They've been a bit too much. Well, what a great spell this is from Saghir, picking up three, Ankur with two, Isam with two, Hamad with only one on his lone over. But you have to admit that Isam Maturab has been a backbone the moment he came in, and the wickets were flooring. That's the highlight package for you. It got good start. Lukman Faisal and Khalid Shah, they kicked on start, and this is where they got first wicket. Saghir knocked out the captain of Sharjah, and then it was Ajman who was getting a bit of punishment there. These two batters kept things going. Shalom was looking promising at the beginning, and then losing Faisal, Lukman Faisal for an unorthodox shot, and again this was an easy dismissal. And this is where Abu Bakr was punished. He was expensive. The only bowler who went for plenty of runs. It was off day for Abu Bakr, and then Isam picking up this wicket was a key wicket. I would say it was a wonderful take in the deep, nicely judged catch by Hamad, and then he came himself to roll his arms over and giving only 4 runs and picking up another wicket. This is where Sharjah lost the momentum, and then keep on getting those wickets back to back, back to back. Again, a wicket here of Hafiz Al Mas, which was a lot of expectation. That was the last wicket to fall, probably, which was this was the only boundary they could manage to get in the death overs. Even in the penultimate over, they couldn't get any boundary. Well, moreover, it was a nice and good day for Ajman, barring Abu Bakr's performance. The rest of the bowlers have really chipped in well. It's 164 runs the target is, but mind you, it's not the easy target to chase on, especially with the conditions. The game is still on between Ajman and Sharjah. We'll drive into a short break, and when we come back, we'll bring you these live actions.
Good afternoon, cricket fans, and a very warm welcome back to the Seven Districts Presents Emirates D20, powered by Fancode. Well, Sharjah won the toss, elected to bat first, but apart from Lukman Faisal, everybody getting off to a bit of a start, but nobody really converting. Hence, just a score of 163 in the allotted 20 overs, 17 extras also helping them along. Well, in terms of the bowling for Ajman, it was truly a group effort. 3 wickets for Saghir Khan, who was outstanding. 2 wickets apiece for Ankur Sangwan and the young leggy Esam Matthew Rab. Hamad Ahmed Khan, the off-spinner, chipping in as well. And there you can see, after being 84 for 2, well, Sharjah will be pretty disappointed just to get to 163 in the allotted 20 overs. So certainly a very chaseable score here for Ajman, but their Achilles heel in this D20 has been their batting, even though the captain Adnan Al-Mulk did play well in the previous match. 2 umpires emerging out there, Mr. Gavi Botha to the right of your screen and Mr. Waqar Latif alongside him. Officiating in this D20 has been absolutely immaculate so far, and we certainly hope that trend continues. Of course, you can watch all the action of this edition of the Emirates D20 on YouTube, on the Sports Eye channel, and of course on Fancode in India as well. Joining me in the comm box for what should be a very intriguing run chase is Rashid Mohammed. Good evening.
Good evening, Ahmed, once again. And good evening to our viewers as well. Very good comeback here by Ajman. I thought after the wicket of Lukman Faisal, they made sure that they didn't give away too many runs, picked up wickets at regular intervals, didn't let any partnership flourish, which is why they finished at 164, requiring now in their 20 overs. They'll have to go at about 8.2 runs an over. But like you mentioned, Ajman has been very susceptible in their batting department.
Yeah, absolutely. They will need somebody to stand up and be counted. All eyes will be on the likes of Adnan Al-Mulk, Saghir Khan, Hamad Ahmed Khan. They need to chip in. It has to be a collective effort. Wajid Khan is due a score as well. Very exciting, hard-hitting opener. Let's see if he opens this evening. Meanwhile, Khalid Shah giving the final team talk. And good to see he'll be wearing the wicket-keeping gloves as well. That's where I like him best, to be quite frank.
Yeah, I think he'll have a good view of how the field is placed, which is where mostly we've seen that captains who are keepers normally do really well. The 2 openers for Ajman making their way out to the middle. I think you're right. It is Adnan Mulk and Wajid Khan. So good move this. Left-hand, right-hand combination going.
Yeah, Adnan Al-Mulk made a good 50 against Abu Dhabi in the previous game. So he's found his touch. And Wajid Khan, very dangerous player. Power play specialist. He likes to go aerial. He likes to go big. And if he can come off, if he can get them off to a brisk start, I think this is a very chaseable score here for Ajman, who are winless in the D20 so far. So a massive opportunity to get one over the mighty Sharjah side. But Sharjah, their strength is certainly their pace bowling, especially the man on the right of your screen who has been outstanding in the tournament so far, Khuzaima bin Tanveer.
You're right, absolutely. And Wajid Khan, he likes space on the ball. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup between bowlers and the batters. Adnan Mulk at the moment is going to take strike, taking his guard. And Wajid Khan, well, I'll tell you, if they don't get a spinner in early and he gets his mojo in, he's going to make sure that he gets quick runs in the first 6 overs.
Interesting move. It's going to be Hafiz Almas taking the new ball from the SDCA end. Hasn't bowled a lot in the D20 so far. They haven't really needed him because Khuzaima bin Tanveer, Mohammad Rohit, Shehbaz Ali ahead of him have been absolutely dominant so far. But let's see. He gets an opportunity. Can swing the ball. That outswinger away from the right-hander. And certainly has lively pace.
Yeah, he's more known for his death bowling, where he brings in a lot of variation, goes for slower deliveries. Adnan Mulk, he's forgotten something.
I hope it's not his bat. So just hurrying towards the dugout. And going all the way to the dressing room, I must be something important.
We'll surely find out in a bit. Oh, he's back now. I think it was his helmet. Was it?
Well, whatever it was, he's come out there in a jiffy. And he'll be nicely warmed up, nice and loose. His side did a very good job with the ball. The spinners were excellent. Assam Matiurab, Ankur Sangwan, Hamad Ahmad Khan. So it does look like a wicket that is conducive for spin. And Sharjah don't have a lot of spinners. Maybe Hush Desai is an option. But apart from that, it's a long pace battery. At least 4 or 5 frontline seamers.
Yeah, that might be a problem for Sharjah, but their pace battery is one to watch out for. Like you mentioned, Khuzaima bin Tanveer, he's in extremely good form alongside all the other bowlers. And Hafiz Almaz getting a go today in this match to start the proceedings with the new ball. He's going to come in and bowl to Adnan al-Mulk. Umpire says play, and play it is, I think. First delivery coming up.
Right then, all in readiness. Hafiz Almas with the new seed in hand. Slip in place as well. Oh, this is very adjacent and given first ball. The move has paid off immediately for Khalid Shah. They're on the board.
What a good delivery from Almas. Pitching it up to the batter. And Adnan al-Mulk going for the across the line shot, not connecting, and that was always plumb in front. What a good delivery to start this.
Yeah, he went full and straight. Adnan al-Mulk playing across the line. And that's a bitter disappointment. Fair delivery, well behind the popping crease. And that was absolutely stone dead, crashing into middle and leg. And Ajman have been rocked early, none for one. So the new batter coming in is Saad Maqsood, a lot earlier than he would have liked. And he's due a score as well. Got out cheaply in the previous 2 encounters. Very fine player, technically sound, especially good square of the wicket on the offside. And what an inspired choice to give Hafiz Almas the new ball.
Yeah, now, well, that paid off for Khalid Shah. First delivery on the stumps. Very well bowled, I must say. Very courageous to bowl up to the batter on the first delivery.
So he's got his tail up. Saad Maqsood will need to be careful. Goes for that delivery again, but slightly wrong with his line. And interestingly, Sharjah did the same thing to Fujairah as well. That day it was Mohammad Rohid who nailed Hari Prashant plumb in front.
Yeah, they've got a habit of picking up early wickets. Let's have a look at that dismissal once again. Very good delivery, I must say. And the ball just doing enough. Pitched in the right area. Adnan Mulk, not the right kind of choice of shot there. He has had to pay dearly for that choice.
Yeah, he didn't want to look at the umpire because he knew his answer. Very adjacent, absolutely plumb. Well bowled again, that's a lot better. Hafiz Almas, perhaps he's been overshadowed by the likes of Khuzaima, Shehbaz Ali, Mohammad Irfan and the others. So tonight he's got an opportunity to show his bowling skills as well.
And how well has he done with that opportunity? You always get opportunities, but you need to make the most of those opportunities, and Hafiz Almas has done that. What a great player he is. I think he's a rare talent who can just put himself into any position, be it with the bat or with the ball and in the field as well. So a complete cricketer for me.
Oh, absolutely. Genuine all-rounder. Equally skilled with ball or bat in hand. A pure match winner. Nicely chopped away. Beats the point fielder. So Saad Maqsood will breathe a sigh of relief. Nicely off the mark.
First runs on the board for Team Ajman. Another kind of start they were looking for, but their captain back in the hut. First delivery. He was out to a beautiful delivery to Almas, and now a lot of responsibility, especially on the shoulders of Wajid Khan, who's opened alongside Adnan al-Mulk, who's got a habit of just going after the bowlers. So he'll have to maybe change his game a little bit, not take too many risks, and just try to wait for those loose deliveries.
Yeah, sometimes gets a bit carried away. overly aggressive at times in the power play. And this has gone up. Mid-wicket in the circle, so it's safe enough, and in fact, it's long enough. Well, whatever we said about Wajid Khan, he did the complete opposite.
Well, that was the first delivery he was facing. Imagine hitting it out of the park. What confidence he's got, and very good hand-eye coordination. That's what he does so well. Good timing as well. Didn't try to overhit it. Just a slight kind of a jab, and that went all the way. Big hit.
Tremendous timing. Look at that. He was always looking to clear, and he did that with some distance to spare. So Hafiz Almas, well, I'm guessing he's going to be changing his length here. Nothing too full. Oh, swing and a miss. And that is the problem. Wajid Khan, he just can't contain himself.
Yeah, for him, every delivery is out of the park. That was a good delivery. How close was that to the off stump? Whiskers away. And I think good change up there from Hafiz Almas.
And he's good straight down the wicket as well. So perhaps look to play with a straighter blade rather than hoik towards the onside. Getting a bit of skid off the surface as well. Hafiz Almas. This is his home ground, so to speak.
Yes, you're right. I think early on with the ball moving in the air, just needs to be a little more careful in his approach.
Swing and a miss, but through the keeper. Thankfully, the slip fielder was alert. Got a bad bounce, but in the end, a decent over from Hafiz Almas. 8 for 1. So it's going to be spin from the pavilion end. Former UAE under-19 exciting all-rounder Harsh Desai bowled really well in the previous game against Abu Dhabi. So Khalid Shah showing faith in the youngster, and that too with the new ball.
Oh, yeah, this is another very good move from Khalid. We were talking about how Wajid Khan likes space on the balls, and he's straight away he's gone to the spinner, and also he must have realized from the first innings spinner is doing so well for Ajman. He's gone to Harsh Desai straight away. Very good, very brave move though.
Left hand, right hand combination. So Harsh Desai will show his vast array of skills. I'm sure people familiar with UAE domestic cricket are well aware this young lad can bowl equally well with left and right hands. Starts off with left arm orthodox. Bit of a leading edge, but long off is deep. So keep an eye on him. Now that Wajid is on, he's going to switch over and bowl right arm off break. That's quite incredible.
Yeah, very rare talent, ambidextrous, Harsh Desai. I've seen a lot of him. He's been in the domestic adults age group for quite a while, and he's been bowling so well as a youngster as well. He was very impressive with his confidence. Is not scared to pitch the ball up to the batters, which is what I like about him, and relies on that skill.
Well, there you go. Right arm off break now. Quicker one, splicing it towards extra cover. How many hours and hours of practice he must have put in just to develop this skill, Rashid?
Yeah, a lot of hours in the nets, and he's naturally very talented as well.
Beautiful delivery. Not looking to turn the ball, just seam up and getting that drift in the air. And immediately, like you mentioned, Wajid looking a bit uncomfortable. Trying to go hard at the bowling. But so far, Harsh has started very well. Change in the field. He's taken the mid-off deep now. And he's beckoned the long-on fielder into the circle. Interesting move. Bottom edge of the bat and square leg in the circle as well. So dot ball pressure building on Wajid Khan.
Yeah, this is turning out to be a very good over from Harsh. He's given away a single on the first delivery, and against the big man, against the big fish, he hasn't given too many runs. That's the field setup. He's got a deep long on and deep square leg at mid-wicket now.
Another change in the field. Drifting it onto the pads. Well, this has been a very good over. So Khalid Shah ringing the changes, and they're working big time. They're not defending a big score, so they certainly need to keep a lid on Wajid Khan in particular in the power play. Hit in the air, just clears the mid off and ends the over with a boundary.
Yeah, all that frustration, all those dot balls, really. They were worrying sign for Wajid Khan, beg your pardon, and he comes down the track on the last delivery, gets to the pitch of the ball, and this time doesn't try to overhit it, just places it nicely over the fielder's head for a boundary to end the over. 2 overs completed, it's 13 for 1.
Hafiz Almas will continue. Excellent delivery once again. Pulling it absolutely straight, targeting the sticks and getting that hint of shape on the ball in the air.
Yeah, good start again to the second over for Hafiz Almas. Now they're defending 164 runs, Ahmed. They've already picked up a wicket. I think Khalid Shah is making the right choice of bowlers. Who does he go to after this? Does he continue with Harsh Desai now that Wajid Khan has hit him for a boundary? Does he take that chance once again?
Very good question. I think if it's working for you, then why change it? Pulled away in front of square. That's a good shot from Maqsood. Won't go all the way. Fielder will catch up to it. But that's his strong area. He likes to cut and pull the ball, camping on that back foot.
Yeah, and I think this is a good move early on. He'll play those shots instinctively. So Almas, with the kind of change of pace he's got, that was a surprise, quicker shot delivery. That could have easily gone down the throat of the short mid-wicket fielder. I think that's what they're looking for at the moment. They're looking for wickets, which is what Ajman should be careful with.
And of course, if that run rate continues to rise and you have to attack the likes of Khuzaima bin Tanveer and Shehbaz Ali, it's going to be very difficult to say the least. So Hafiz Almas doing a good job. Hooked away. Hush Desai, just a spectator. Maximum for Ajman.
Well, I think the idea was right from Hafiz Almas, but the execution wasn't all that great. On the leg side, and all Maqsood had to do was help it on its way. As you mentioned, he's a very good hooker puller of the ball, and on that occasion got it from the middle of the bat over the fielder's head for a maximum. Much needed maximum this for Ajman.
That's a glorious hit. He was always looking for 6 runs there, not trying to roll his wrist over the ball. And that's the right approach. Fight fire with fire. You've been in a bit of a rut. Go after the bowling. Poor delivery. Once again, he is getting that hint of shape on the ball, but just bowling it a bit too straight. Maybe start outside off, get him to play on the offside.
Well, that's what happens when you hit for a boundary on a delivery that you were trying to execute well. I think on that previous delivery, the idea was right. With the fielder at square, deep square leg, backward square leg, he wanted Saad to play that shot. But because he played it so well, now he's in two minds, Hafiz Almas, and we can see that extras coming in. That can be a sign of trouble for Sharjah.
Almost certainly. Yeah, that's a lot better. Just gliding it away towards third. That kind of line will always be effective. But Saad Maqsood now is looking decent at the crease.
Yeah, very smartly played there. After hitting a big boundary, a big maximum, you just make sure that you pick up a single, get to the other end, and let Wajid Khan do the talking with the bat, because he's the man who's been sent it for the aggressor's role. So I think Saad should make sure that he plays the 20 overs.
Similar field for Wajid, except there is a deep mid-wicket rather than a square leg. Third has been beckoned into the circle. So there's a long horn and a deep mid-wicket. So anything full, well, Wajid will certainly go after it. But they've set the field accordingly as well. In front of square on the onside. 23 for 1. Game in the balance. Oh, it was the change-up delivery. Nicely bowled and caught Wajid Khan by surprise.
That was a very good delivery. They've played a lot of cricket together, Hafiz Almas and Wajid Khan, so he knows early on Wajid Khan doesn't like to move his feet too much. So bowling it away from him and forcing him to play the shot. Look at that, no balance at all. Very lucky, didn't get the outside edge.
Yeah, he just likes to camp in the crease and play with his arms, but still generates tremendous bat speed. I've seen him hit some ridiculous sixes, especially down the ground, into the side screen and over. Straying onto the pads and beats the fine leg. A poor over and 4 leg byes. It's given us runs, so maybe an inside edge there.
Yeah, once again, not a very good delivery to the left-hander. Down the leg side, and Wajid Khan hits it for a boundary to end over number 3. 3 overs completed. It's 27 for 1.
So Ajman off to a decent start despite losing the captain first ball. Harsh Desai will continue. First over was a tidy one. But both batters looking set. Oh, full toss. Wanted to do a lot more with that. Square leg was absolutely vacant. So he's missed out.
Yeah, Saad should be livid with himself. He's missed out on a boundary scoring opportunity. They need more boundaries to come in, especially in the first 6 overs.
Beautifully bowled. Just about managed to guide it towards point for a single. But that's the sheer quality and deception of Harsh Desai.
Well, that's a marvellous delivery. Almost squared him up there. And that's what you would want from Harsh Desai, especially against a batter who's trying to play out the 20 overs, play the anchor role, force him to play against you.
Yeah, not really looking to turn the ball. Caught at backward point. One shot too many from Wajid Khan. And once again, a Khalid Shah strategic move has paid off big time.
A very good bowling from the youngster. Not afraid to pitch it up to Wajid Khan, making sure that he bowls it outside off stump, forcing it to go towards the square of the wicket. Let's have a look at the no ball. Clearly behind. No problems there whatsoever. And Wajid Khan trying to force that shot, which is why I think he's perished there. Another one falls for Ajman. Wajid Khan, he was looking entertaining, but he's making his way back to the hut. Made a good contribution of 14 of 11 deliveries, a couple of boundaries and a maximum in that. 28 for 2, Ajman after 3.3.
In comes Hamad Ahmed Khan. Very talented player. Strikes the ball clean. Especially towards that extra cover region. Technically sound. But Ajman being their own worst enemy. Some loose shots. Slip in place. Very friendly full toss. But once again not punished here, Rashid.
Yeah, another one. You can't blame the batters as well. He's just lost a wicket in front of him. So Ahmad, let's have a look at that wicket once again. Yeah, trying to force that. Slices it towards the point region. Easy catch taken up in the air. Another one taken, dropped, taken, dropped. Is it dropped?
It has been dropped. Shehbaz Ali. Well, he was resembling a juggler in the circus there. And poor Harsh Desai. A player of that caliber at this level. That's a very poor drop.
He had so much time. Look at that. How many times he juggled there. I thought he caught it at the end.
Yeah, just slipped out of his grasp. Loose shot from Hamad. A bit of extra bounce with the new ball for Harsh Desai. How unlucky. Oh, it was the arm ball. Beautifully bowled. This is delightful bowling from Harsh Desai.
Oh, this is outstanding from the youngster. Bowling it in the right areas, posing the right questions, and there have been no answers whatsoever from Ajman. End of a brilliant over. Just one run and a wicket in that one. 4 overs completed. Ajman on the back for 28 for 2.
So Hafiz Almas being persisted with in the power play. And why not? Ajman are in a bit of pressure here. Well bowled again. That's the perfect line length. Chance for a run out. But Saad Maqsood came through. I think he's taken a bit of a blow to his glove there, so that will sting for a while.
Yeah, I think we'll have the physio out. No, I think he's a strong lad. No, I think he's taken a hit on his forearm, which is not the right area on
I,
the bone.
I love when the cricketers try to be wannabe physios, like they know how to heal him. Whenever there's a blow to the box, they'll give you those stretches. He's taken one on the forearm and he's in some distress. So we certainly do need the physio out there. Among all the fun and games, of course, the health and well-being of the players is the primary concern.
Oh, absolutely, they'll have to be very careful. It's a long tournament. Very don't have too much turnaround time between games, so they'll have to be careful, especially batters who play a very important role. The magic spray is out. I think that will work. Its magic very quickly on Saad.
They're just trying to numb the pain there. I hope it's not hairspray that Khuzaima is spraying on him. 29 for 2. It's been a watchful start, but he's smiling now, Saad Maqsood, so he looks to be A-okay.
Yeah, I think he's all right. Yeah, all's well. But coming back to continuing with Hafiz Almas, I think Khalid Shah is taking you literally. With if it's not broken, don't mend it. He's gone with the same bowler to continue. I thought he would have kept a couple of overs from Hafiz Almas towards the end of the innings, but he's got so many options. I won't blame him even if he bowls him out now.
Or literally has 5 or 6 frontline bowlers to choose from. Shahbaz Ali, Mohammad Irfan, Khuzaima bin Tanveer. Then, of course, you have Owais Ali Shah as well. So all the bases are well and truly covered. He can just lob the ball to any of his fielders and they can give him a good over. So Hamad Ahmad Khan already been dropped off his second ball. Will need to be careful, but he does like to hit the paces. He's very strong, natural top order batter. I was a bit bemused he was batting at 6 and 7. Watchfully played and good fielding at point. Junaid Afridi looking busy.
Yeah, he's been given an opportunity, just like Luqman Faisal was in the first innings, and he was belligerent after that. Went after the bowlers, hit them for a few quick runs since he was dropped. Now, opportunity here for Hamad to make it count. This is where you can really make it to work for your team and get them over the line. This is where Hamad can show his talent. Like you said, he was dropped down the order in the previous game. So, opportunity at number 4. I think he should take it with both the arms.
And of course, the rest of the Sharjah batting flittered out, so even more costly. Lovely flick towards fine, but there is Harsh Desai at long leg. So Hamad Ahmad Khan safely off the mark. Wristy player, very strong either side square of the wicket. And he certainly has that big hitting ability as well, especially outside the power play.
Yeah, and a good choice as a batter for Ajman. He's been very prolific in the recent past in the domestic circuit, has been scoring a lot of runs for his domestic team. So good call up here for the all-important D tournament, and I think opportunity for him to really make it count where it matters.
Oh, absolutely! You need to reward your domestic performers with opportunities at the board level. Lovely flick! Look at that wrist work from Saad Maqsood. Not an easy shot to play by any means. It's a very peculiar style he has, but it works for him.
Yeah, nicely done at the end. I didn't expect that to go towards the deep third region. Thought that was more towards the extra cover, but like you said, he rolled his wrists very nicely, opened his wrists really nicely, and guided that towards deep third. This is what they need more now. Rotation of strike, and make sure that when you get a loose delivery, you make sure that you deposit it for a boundary at least.
Yeah, these two are teammates at club level, so you do expect the communication to be very swift and precise, much like yours and mine. Slower delivery, nicely bowled, mixing it up well in his third over is Hafiz Almas. And overall, I would say it's been a pretty decent spell.
Yeah, another very good over so far. They haven't given away too many runs, and they made sure they pick up important wickets. First, it was Adnan Mulk in the very first delivery of the first over of the innings as well, and then they made sure that the change to bringing in a slow bowler against Wajid Khan, that worked really well.
Yeah, I think the departure of Wajid has just allowed Khalid Shah some breathing room. Turned away towards mid-wicket and will pick up a single. So looking busy at the crease is Hamad Ahmed Khan. End of the fifth, Ajman 32 for 2. Required run rate is quite manageable provided there is a big partnership here for Ajman. Harsh Desai bowling unchanged and rightfully so. Fabulous figure so far, and he's certainly troubling both batters with his drift and variations. Beautifully bowled once again, just reaching for the ball. This is delightful bowling from Harsh Desai.
Well, I think the batters are just overcautious. That was slightly fuller length delivery. Could have gone for the shot towards the covers. Didn't have to go aerial. With the long off in place, he could have gone along the carpet and at least picked up a couple of runs. So just can't be too overcautious here.
Mid-wicket comes into the circle. Yeah, once again, just poking and prodding at the ball. And that's what happens when you haven't scored big runs in the previous two matches.
Yeah, looks a little tentative here, Hamad. Just needs to open up, play his natural game, and can't just get bogged down.
Edged and taken. Beautiful delivery and a fabulous catch by the Sharjah captain.
Yeah, very, very good delivery. The pressure of dot balls, giving a slight width to Hamad to open his arms, and that is where he fell for the trap. Trying to hit it too hard, gets the outside edge, and a very sharp catch taken behind the stumps.
No problem with the popping crease. Yeah, this one was wider and got genuine turn. Slightly round arm as well. And Khalid Shah has taken an excellent catch. And the young magician delivers for Sharjah. Fabulous bowling. And Hamad Ahmed Khan will have to make the slow walk back to the dugout. He's disappointed. 32 for 3. Well, a big hitter coming in at number 5, Sohaib Khan. He will certainly not die wondering. Will be interesting to see his approach. Very gifted, clean striker of the ball. But this is a very different scenario and a very different level. Solid front foot defense. But Harsh Desai is proving to be nigh unplayable tonight.
What a spell this has been. He's bowled 2.4 overs, given away 6 runs, and picked up a couple of wickets. And out of those 6 runs, one was a boundary.
Oh, look at that one. When he goes round arm and bowls the ball into the pitch, he's getting a lot of turn. That went absolute yards.
Yeah, that one turned very sharply. Force the umpire Gabby Botha to give it as a wide. He was in two minds, just waited for that one and gave it a wide eventually.
Hitting the upper half of the bat once again. Might need another slip in place. Maybe a silly mid-off with the lid on. Really beautiful bowling. Mind you, he's just 19 years of age, even though he looks 12. Fabulous stuff. Squirted away and a bit of a misfield at point. That slightly sloppy from Khuzaima will allow Sohaib to get off the mark. But the power play completely in favour of Sharjah at the moment. 34 for 3R Ajman. Well, it was a very poor start to the power play for Ajman. First ball, the captain nailed in front. Wajid Khan looked to express himself. A 6 and a 4 attacking Harsh Desai, but eventually he succumbed to him. That was a thrilling pull shot from Saad Maqsood. And tucked off the pads. Poor delivery from Hafiz Almas, but this was the dismissal of Wajid. Just slicing the ball in the air. Simple catch. And this was a brilliant take by Khalid Shah, as Harsh Desai has been weaving a web around the Ajman top order. First change in the bowling is going to be Shahbaz Ali coming into the fray outside the power play. Tell us more about him, Rashid.
Another very talented bowler, frontline bowler. Normally bowls with a new ball, but he is certainly one bowler to watch out for. Starts off well outside off stump. He's got that short pitch delivery, gets the extra bit of bounce and surprises the batter with his extra bit of pace.
Oh, absolutely. Looks innocuous running in, but when he pounds the ball into the surface, has a terrific wrist action on the ball, gets that extra lift, bowls that heavy ball, so to speak. And he's been on the UAE domestic scene for many, many years. High quality all-rounder.
Yeah, and watch out for that short pitch delivery that really rises and surprises you. You're forced to play at that, and more often than not, he gets a lot of wickets with that delivery.
Watchfully played by Sohaib Khan. Another domestic performer rewarded with a chance at the D level. Seen him hit some belligerent sixes all around the UAE. And he can be a very dangerous customer if he gets off to a start here.
Now, how long does he hold himself back? He's taken 5 deliveries for 1 run, and we know that he doesn't like to just get bogged down. He likes to go after the bowlers. Does he go after Shahbaz Ali in this over?
Well, anything within his hitting arc will certainly go out of the park. He's that kind of talent. Sweet striker of the ball. But so far applying himself. But once again, like you mentioned, don't get bogged down. When you get stuck in a rut of playing a lot of dot balls, then naturally you'll feel the pressure.
Certainly, and that is one problem with most of UAE batters. They don't pick up singles, they don't rotate strike often. They wait for the loose deliveries, and that is what really hurts you at the end, because you try to manufacture a shot, just like Wajid Khan did against Harsh Desai. So once you have the art of picking up singles, you don't feel that pressure.
Almost certainly we're having that conversation off air as well. That's some of the aspects our young batters really need to work hard on. Sometimes when you're playing under the floodlights, there's a lot of dew about. It becomes very easy. The ball is like a bar of soap in the hands of the spinners, and you can just play through the line with the ball skidding onto the bat. But it's a lost art sometimes, just rotating the strike, deflecting the ball, ones and twos, building your innings.
And that's what I liked about the innings between Luqman Faisal and I think it was Shalom. Both of them, they were communicating really well, running very hard between the wickets and making sure that they kept rotating strike.
And good to see a young batter like Shalom already having that aspect of his game worked out. Runs hard between the 22 yards. Off the face of the blade and played very fine. Delightful shot from Saad Maqsood.
No, I think he was winding up for that kind of a shot. He was itching to get a boundary, but I must say at the end he played it very sensibly. Didn't try to hit it down the ground, and more importantly, used the pace of the bowler. Slight width offered, and nicely guides that away from the deep third fielder. Gets a very important boundary.
Yeah, he's looking in good batting rhythm tonight, Saad Maqsood. And he certainly will be the key player. Off to a start, 18 of 12. Sohaib Khan just looking to build his innings. So he just needs to keep that scoreboard ticking. It's not a big score to chase. They can make up the run rate in the latter half of the innings. But just build that stand, build that foundation. This time to the right of the third. And only going to be a single. But overall, a decent over from Shehbaz Ali. Ajman in the middle of a rebuild, 40 for 3. Still have some batting to come, Ajman. Hamdan Tahir, Saghir Khan can bat as well. Essam Matiur up, so certainly not out of the contest. But like I was mentioning earlier, they need a big partnership here, Rashid.
And this preferably should be the partnership that they would want to carry on. It should be Saad and Suhaib to carry them through at least till the 15th over. Change in bowling. Awais comes in. We've held back Harsh Desai for 1 over. I don't really understand that kind of a move.
Yeah, I would have bowled him out. He was in terrific rhythm among the wickets. But Awais Ali Shah, a very fine bowler. Oh, beautifully bowled. And soft hands saved Saad Maqsood there. Nicely managed.
A very good delivery from Awais. Well, you can't keep the Sharjah bowlers out of the game. Everyone comes in and bowls so well. It's so difficult as a selector, I must say, to build up that playing 11.
Well, that's why Khalid Shah has that responsibility, not us or anybody else. So Sohaib Khan, 2 of 7. Nicely tucked away towards square leg. So he's just dealing in ones and twos. The problem is they're just playing them from the crease. And if you don't have those unorthodox shots or those sweeps, then you'll get yourself in trouble. Maybe try using your feet to them.
Well, absolutely, as a batter against spinners, you must have a sweep shot. You must be strong towards the square of the wicket on the offside and onside, which is what is lacking. Oh, that's a wonderful delivery, and what a great piece of work behind the stumps by Khalid Shah. I don't think that's referred because his foot was planted in the crease, but that was a fabulous delivery.
Flight, drift, and then turn off the straight. Saad Maqsood, he can see the funnier side of it, yeah, because he's still out there. But certainly the left arm spinners, well and truly in the game. This is test match bowling.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant bowling. Very accurate. They're getting good variation from the wicket as well. Bowling the ones that are holding their line and then turning it away from the right-handers as well. So this is trouble times for Ajman, I must tell you.
Well, we've seen what Mitchell Santner and Noman Ali did. And Harsh Desai did, to be fair. And Awais Ali Shah bowling in a similar rhythm. He's been in terrific bowling form the last few months. Been taking wickets for fun. And doing a good job here as well. Big shot, it's gone straight up. Is there anybody to take it? Lands in between three fielders. A lucky escape for Sohaib Khan.
They are trying to go for a big shot on the last delivery of the over. Gets a top edge. Very unfortunate, there was no fielder there. It'll be a couple of runs to end the over, but what a good over this one from Awais Ali. Giving away just 3 runs. 8 overs completed, it's 43 for 3.
Well, simply no respite for Ajman. The Sharjah bowlers have been spot on. Hafiz Ahmad slightly expensive in his second over, but came back well. 3 overs, 1 for 26 in the power play. Harsh Desai outstanding. 2 for 8 in his 3 overs. Shehbaz Ali and Awais Ali Shah in operation at the moment. And once again, nobody in the top order really applying themselves. 3 quick wickets lost. As Shehbaz Ali will continue from the STCA end. Sohaib Khan with a lucky escape in the previous over. Down the leg side, just trying to get that in-dipper coming in, but straying in his line.
I'm trying to go for the magic delivery. Putting it on leg stump and then trying to move it towards middle stump. similar to what Hafiz Almaz did against Adnan Mulk on the very first delivery of the innings. But this is one thing Sharjah needs to be careful with. Two things I must say that I've noticed so far. One is their fielding that needs to be a little more better in their approach, and I think the extras they give away. That is something they need to control.
Oh, absolutely. Shahbaz Ali, a guilty party himself. Nice looking punch off the back foot. He does have a good solid technique, good base, but sometimes over relies on those cross the line slogs. You come in with a big reputation as a six hitter, fair enough, but you can also push the ones and twos at times as well.
Yeah, need to be careful there. You can't just rely on one kind of shots. We saw Lukman Faisal. He was playing all around the park, making sure that he doesn't take too much risk.
Pulled away in front of square. It will plug and land, but I think Saad Maqsood was ready for that one. Luckily, he got enough bat on it to clear the mid-wicket fielder in the fence. In the ring, rather, pardon me.
Yeah, I think you're right. He was anticipating that short pitch delivery, was waiting for it, and it was slightly short as well. Normally, Shahbaz bowls it from a fuller length, slightly more fuller, back of length, where he gets that extra bit of bounce, and that surprises the batters. But on that occasion, I think it was a good pickup shot, but just couldn't get enough runs on it.
Nicely played once again. He's timing the ball well enough. And like you mentioned, yeah, he's a difficult player to play the pull shot to because of that ability to hit the seam, get that rise. But this partnership is building slowly but steadily. Saad Maqsood, you spent plenty of time in the middle. Now you need to make this innings count.
Well, certainly, both these batters now, they need to make sure that they play at least till the 15th, 16th over. But having said that, they need to make sure they don't let the required run rate go overboard. It has to be under 10 till the time they're out there.
Fuller delivery, slower ball as well, mixing it up nicely. And that's the value of having such an experienced bowling attack. They've adapted to the conditions very quickly.
Yeah, very, very well said. That is something that I think Khalid Shah did so well as well. As a captain, he made sure he made the right choices going with Hafiz Almas. That was a very surprise move to open the bowling attack, and he paid that move paid off for him. And then with Harsh Desai, that was a master stroke.
A very switched on Khalid Shah. Great thinker of the game. Pulled away. And it's in the gap. Sohaib Khan unleashing on Shahbaz Ali.
And nicely pulled there. Once again, a batter waiting for that short pitch delivery, anticipating Shahbaz to bowl that kind of a delivery. And I think they're on the back foot straight away because they know what kind of length Shahbaz Ali bowls. That's the kind of delivery that is very hard to pull. But Sohaib has made that look so easy. Getting a boundary, much needed boundary this for Ajman and Sohaib.
Oh, he's a dangerous player. I've seen him play some thrilling innings coming in at that number 4, number 5 position. They've left the mid-wicket open. Still inviting him to go for that shot. Watchfully played. So he's building his innings nicely here. And he can make up that strike rate in the blink of an eye. 54 for 3 after 9. Well, like you mentioned, Rashid, that required run rate may become an issue later down the line. 110 needed of 11. So it's already at 10 RPO for a long while. But this man can change the equation. Wes Ali Shah, well, he can't resist going after the spinners. Got lucky in the previous over. And good to see Khalid Shah on the attack. He's got a slip in place. Watchfully played so far. But you do feel that big shot is coming up anytime soon.
Yeah, you can't. I don't think Soeb can hold himself back against the spinners. We saw that in previous over as well. Nicely played off the back foot towards the sweeper. They'll get a single here. And we were talking about how important it is for them to get this partnership going at least till the 15th or 16th over. They must get a boundary every over from here on.
Yeah, most certainly. Cannot leave it for the likes of Hamdan, Tahir, Sagir Khan and Isam to do it all. Hard cut to the left of the sweeper cover. There should be two here, but outstanding fielding from Harsh Desai. Two things, he haired after the ball and he was a few yards in as well, so showing great game awareness.
Yeah, he was fielding towards the longer part of the ground, which is where he made sure that he's placed himself inside the boundary rope, not deep. We saw that in the first innings. Lukman getting a few doubles from that region. But some very good bowling coming in from the spinners. So this is a track which will really support the spinners. We've got another game lined up after this. So a lot of spinners from those two teams will be having a look at the wicket as well.
Didn't quite connect on the pull there. It was a half tracker from OS. So Sohaib will be disappointed to miss out on that. Yeah, I like the balance of Sharjah's bowling today. They have two genuine spinners in Harsh and OS. And they've got the three medium pacers in Hafiz, Shahbaz, Khuzaima. And then the bowling all-rounder in Mohammad Irfan. So all bases covered. And this looks a lot more balanced. Extra cover, not out of the middle. And we'll keep it to a single. Good fielding by Harsh in the deep once again. So Ajman are in the game, but it's a bit of a tall order. Need to go at 10.6 runs per over for the remainder. 58 for 3 at the halfway stage. And it's time for a drinks break and a change in the comm box.
Well, thank you very much, Ahmed Khwaja and Mohammad Rashid, who kept this beach on. And we are still looking for that game, which is pretty much alive still. But Ajman has got a tall task ahead where they need to score 106 runs in the last 10 overs, where they've had not so great start with 3 wickets down on 58 after halfway through, and they have to face a very talented bowlers of Sharjah. Well, with me is Zawais Ali, who will keep his thinking cap on, and definitely we will be asking him what he needs to do. Mr. Experts, please tell us, what do you predict out of this game, Awais?
Well, at the moment, Team Ajman, they need to get a move on. It's pretty much getting out of their hands, I would say. One more wicket from here onwards. It's going to be very tough for them to be making a bounce back and to make things worse. It has Khuzaima bin Tanri taking the responsibilities now. It's going to be much tougher now. Oh, straight away, some movement and missed by the keeper. That was a brilliant delivery straight away. It's quite surprising. Khuzaima didn't really come to bowl with the new ball, but mind you, he does have the experience in his sleeve and will bring all his experience into play. Sohaib, he's been in the middle for quite a while now and would want to start playing those big shots, which is pretty much required from here onwards. It's a change in the field, a deep fine leg, deep third man, and the short mid is now going back towards deep mid wicket. Nicely bowled, hurrying on to the batter, looking for single, and rightfully so denied by his partner Saad. Keeping things really simple, and that is what is required from here onwards. And I think something's got to give here now. There's still 2 more batters to come. I think it's high time now that either of the batters should take the responsibility and look to score big.
Yeah, if they're trying to build a partnership here, and by playing the kind of a knock Swaib is playing with 18 balls 12, will not help the team out.
Oh, short delivery, and that is struck on his helmet. This was a vicious delivery from Khuzaima, and this is what he can do, generate that extra pace, extra gas, and I'm sure he will go through the concussion test.
Yeah, that was a nasty one, I think. That sounded bad. It was purely hit on the helmet. Yeah, the umpires would like to have a few words with him. Yeah, what are the questions, Wes?
Well, let's first have a look at this delivery. Vicious delivery. Just got big on him in the end and got a little late as well. And struck right on that back of the helmet. I hope he is okay. Seems to be okay. He's a strong bloke. Up and running. Yeah, I think the normal questions are with your name, where do you live? You know, just the normal basic questions, I guess.
Yeah, I hope it's there in the syllabus. Yeah, but to be on a serious note, if the batter is taking more than 3 seconds to answer those questions, oh, that's maybe some batter wood in it, and that's a wicket, and wicket number 1 for Khuzaima. What a strike he is! Ajman is more in deep trouble.
Well, you can rely on this man at any stage of the game. Usually he comes in with the new ball, but now, the moment he's been handed the old ball, he has delivered straight away in his very first over. And Saad, his innings was not going anywhere, will have to go back to the pavilion.
Yeah, we're going to check the front foot. I think it's perfectly well, and was a peach of a delivery, a hint of movement, and man with the jersey number 7 takes that catch. The captain of Sharjah, Khalid Shah, and Khuzaima strikes. It's 26 runs only contribution, not enough on the day. 60 for 4, Ajman.
Well, in walks a very talented all-rounder. We know what he did in the first innings. Was brilliant with the bowling. But now he's got a huge responsibility on his shoulders and has no time whatsoever to settle in.
Yeah, a little bit of a tense moments there for Ajman, but he's the man who can play a heroic knock if they can count. That's your man.
Oh, beautifully bowled. And I think Sahir wasn't expecting this delivery. Just offering a lot of width, but beaten by pace in the end.
Yeah, there was a lot of pace, and also he bowled full. That was a really good delivery. Look at that. That was a wicket. Yeah, Saad really not happy. He was trying to play the cut shot after coming on the front foot.
Yeah, he was never in a good position to play that shot. Nicely bowled, but it has come off the meat of the bat. And Sahir has announced his arrival.
That will settle a lot of nerves. I'm sure about it. Saghir gets off the mark with a bang. A big six, a gigantic six that is. For Ajman, it will be a little bit a moment of relief.
Hit. It was in the slot. Slower delivery by Khuzaima. Picked up really well by Sahir. And straight away he's decided, I've got no time. I'm going to take the bowling apart. Brilliant shot to end the over. Short delivery was there to be hit, but just missed out on this one. Whereas he's bowled well till now, just the 9 runs given. So he's using the wicket brilliantly here.
Well, at times your premier spinner gets you the quiet overs. So the benefit of that, it gets to his partner who's bowling and operating at the other end.
Tossed up delivery, hit towards mid-wicket, protection in the deep. So if you can just keep Sahir off strike, I think that should be a good ploy. And Suhaib, he should look for big shots now, Abid. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah, definitely. But I think the other way around is if Saghir is taking really charge.
That's up in the air. And that's a gigantic hit and a much required one. And this time, it is Sohaib joining the party.
Yeah, dancing down the track. That's the beauty about that shot. It just cut down the pace. Has played that bravely. It's all in the timings. Look at that. Coming down the track. Hits it straight as he could. Yeah, you can only side the ball, which is in the air.
Nicely bowled. Just waiting his pace. Bowling a little quicker onto the stumps. And right approach by Sohaib. So if they can just play some calculated innings and have those mini goals in their mind, they're not really chasing a huge target. Still plenty of overs to go. Well, that's the right approach by Sohaib. Quicker, hit hard, but into the hands of the fielder. Oh, shy at the stumps, not required. The batter was always there in his crease.
Yeah, just the eagerness of picking up the wicket. I think this is the partnership they are eyeing to break. Two short delivery there. And one stump to aim. Oh, direct hit. Nice one. Good try, but I think the batter was into the popping crease.
10 runs already in this over. Tossed up delivery, cut really hard, but straight into the hands of the fielder. So productive over coming in for team Ajman. It's 12 gone. 75 for 4. Beg your pardon, 77 for 4. Khuzaima to continue, bowled a brilliant first over. Nicely bowled. Perfect length. And Suhaib doing the right thing, taking a single and giving strike to the aggressor, Saghir. I think this is going to be a good contest now, Abid.
Yeah, it was the last battle where we see Khuzaima started well, but then that one big hit from Saghir has kept us little excited to see how they will take on each other. And I think here the match relies on Shahir Khan's shoulder. Rather than these small battles, he should think big and he should think about winning this game from here for Ajman.
Slower delivery, beaten once again. As I just mentioned, there's a mini battle going on between these two cricketers. They know each other very well. They've played a lot of cricket against each other. Know well infield and off the field as well.
Yeah, have a look at that. This is not the first time where Saghir Khan is getting beaten by the pace. So something to cheer about for Khuzaima. But if he bowls onto the legs, that's where I think Saghir has the better upper hand.
Creates room, slashes and slashes hard. But just could not find the desired gap. So singles is not going to be a problem for Team Sharjah. What they need to ensure is stop those boundaries and maximums.
Yeah, we've seen Suhaib now taking charge and hit that six, and he's spent enough time on the wicket. He played for 24 deliveries. So he should be the one taking more charge and strike. That's what I feel.
Not getting the line right on this occasion, and they will steal a single as well. So handy runs coming in for Team Ajman.
Yeah, and well kept there by the captain of Sharjah. He's done well. It's a blind spot. I'm not sure if you have done the gloves work, but that's very difficult take, Odie.
And I have done it a few times, but I would not want to recall those memories. I was terrible, horrible behind the stumps, Abid.
Yeah, it's a thankless job, let me tell you.
Hit hard. One bounce into the fence. And Saghir is looking dangerous now.
Well, surely the bat speed has a big role in that. Tell you, it's not an easy shot to execute where he's stationed at barely a gap outside off. But look at the bat speed, and this is where he intentioned to place it. Perfection. Yeah, the battle is still on. One boundary in the over so far for Saghir, but he's playing a handy knock.
Slower delivery once again placed towards the cover, looking for two, rightfully so, denied by his partner. Will settle just for a single.
Yeah, I think this is the right move from Saghir. Let's not carried away. Let's not get carried away. After you got a boundary, and then the next thing is feed a single and give a strike to Sohaib, who's very experienced at the moment, who faced more deliveries than Saghir Khan.
Oh, it was short. It was there to be hit. But just could not get you into a position to play that shot. Will get a single to close out the over. It's 13 gone. Ajman are 87 for 4. And that's the batting card for you. Adnan was edged LBW. Almas picking up an important wicket. The half centurion in that previous game. Adnan ul Mulk. Wajid was looking very promising. But then Harsh getting the better of him. Saad played a good handy knock of 26. Hamad couldn't really contribute. And Suhaib and Saghir now in the middle. A lot is going to be relying on their shoulders. And it's going to be Saghir who should be taking the responsibility. The senior statesman who has been into these positions and conditions. And there's going to be a change in the bowling. It's going to be Irfan, the player of the match in that previous encounter.
Yeah, I think it's a right call because Irfan does use those cutters really well, and this wicket is pretty much handy when you're using those cutters, leg cutters or the off cutters. Well, a number of occasions Saghir have come in this position where the team needs his battings, and he's contributed well.
Nice ball, straight and full. And it's going to be Saghir back on strike. Yeah, I think it's a great move to be bringing Irfan at this stage of the game, considering he won't really offer any pace whatsoever to Saghir, and Saeed is one of those batters who does like pace on the ball. So this is going to be a good and interesting battle between these two.
Yeah, interesting one and fun.
Into the block hole, whipped away. And single is all they'll get. So it's a good start by Irfan. Just bowling it to Fuller, not letting the batter come underneath the ball. Not a bad ploy at all. And watch out for that slower bumper he bowls so well. He's a expertise in that.
I would say still it's early to say, but I think if Sharjah doesn't pick up this partnership, they can be in trouble.
There you go, the short delivery, slower one, it's in the air, and he's picked up a wicket. This is brilliant stuff by Irfan, banged in short, holding up into the surface, has picked up a wicket.
Well, this was the requirement of the hour. This partnership was just brewing up. They could have made a lot of trouble for Sharjah, but Irfan making sure he steps in that popping crease and bowled it nice back of the hand delivery, which was moving away, leg cutter again. Soeb with half shot there, half-hearted shot, and a great catch in the deep by Junaid Afridi to take this man out. Soeb Khan walking out, scoring 24 of 27. It's 89 for 5 Ajman.
Well, just when there was a partnership building between those two batters, Sohaib just holding on and just throwing his wicket away. So Hamdan Tahir, the new man, has walked in. It's quite surprising to see him come so late in the order. Usually does bat up the order, opens as well for his team, but now he's got a lot of work to do in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit of a different role altogether for Hamdan as he usually opens the inning. Let's see how he tackles this.
Oh, what a shot, magnificent hit. And he has made his intentions very clear very early in his innings.
Well, it could be the partnership that we've been waiting for, right hand and left hand combination, and Hamdan says, I'm there. Hold on. Bang on. What a swing of the bat. Cross-batted shot and swung enough. Yes, Irfan. Not a worth watching for him. Nevertheless, big shot coming in from Hamdan Tahir. He's up for the chase.
Beautifully bowled once again. That slow bouncer holding up into the surface. And that is the exact delivery I was just talking about, Abid. It's a very handy delivery. And the one he bowled first, he got a wicket. And now deceiving Hamdan Tahir.
Yeah, rolled his finger over and banged it short. He's pulled his length back. I think this is where this wicket is very handy. It has a lot of purchase as well. And Irfan is certainly a master of that slower ones. We know that back of the hand and the off cutters is too good at it.
Slower delivery, shimmies down the track. It's going towards the long on. Long chase for the fielder. Oh, he's done well in the end. And thankfully there was support with him. So, has been a good over for Team Sharjah. They've picked up a wicket. This match is equally well poised now. 14 gone, Ajman. 97 for 5. Yeah, a total of 6 bowlers have been used. Almas was given the new ball duties, picked up an important wicket early on. Harsh, the ambidextrous bowler, picking up 2 wickets. Look at that economy, 3 overs, 14 dot deliveries by the youngster. That is unbelievable stuff. Shabazz wicketless. Awais also bowled pretty well. And Hosema came in late with the old ball, picked up a wicket. And Irfan picking up a wicket in his last over.
Well, I'm not sure, but maybe always what I think is maybe it's time to bring Harsh Desai back into the attack. Don't hold him for too long as well, as he picked up 2 wickets and bowled pretty economically. And also against his right hand and left hand problems, he can be that to get you the breakthrough. He can be the X factor. Rather, the captain thinks the other way around. Shehbaz Ali has been handed over the ball to deliver, and I think he's pacey, he's quick. It can be either way around.
Full toss, hit hard towards point, it's going towards the boundary. And what a way to welcome Shahbaz. Handy 4 runs coming in on the very first delivery.
The chase is on. Well, we are excited. What a way to bring 100 for Ajman. And he placed it perfectly. He got that low bounce, a low full toss, pardon me. And all he had to do is give it a direction. Perfect shot.
Yeah, coming back to your point, Harsh Desai. Well, I think Sahir being in the middle, it's going to be very dicey. We'll keep our conversation after this ball, Abid. Flicked away. It's come off the middle of the bat, but straight into the hands of the fielder. Sahir wants it too, but rightfully denied by his partner. Yeah, Harsh Desai, let's not take anything away from him. Of course, he bowled really, really well today. Not only today, even in the yesterday's game. So, continuing his form. But then again, one big over can completely change the complexion of this game. And bringing a spinner against Sahir Khan, I think that could be a very dicey move.
Hey, you need to give the batsman a free go, take chance because you have runs in board. What I think is you might not be able to use us as Harsh Desai if you don't get rid of this partnership. The way these two going, you will end up in trouble if you don't bring your best options out. And trying spinner now is better than later.
Short delivery, pumped hard towards mid wicket, one bounce into the fence. Oh, this is turning out to be a great over for Team Ajman, and they're turning on the heat now.
A perfect shot, a lovely one. He was all this time in control and reading the length early, smashing it between the two fielders. Yeah, banged it short, a slower one, and I'm done. Read it too good.
Yeah, that is where he wanted him to hit, but just got that gap to perfection. Hamdan Tahir is looking so good in the middle. Shot once again, intentionally playing along the carpet. Smart batting by this man Hamdan.
Yeah, keeping the face of the bat downwards, not hitting it in the air. And this is, mind you, a new role for Hamdan Tahir coming late down the order to play an aggressive knock which can help the team. And it is indeed helping Team Ajman to get us into that perfect match on where we can say we have a great game in hands.
It seems like this one too is going down the wire.
We'll be eager to see that one then. 4-1-4. And that's one uppish, up in the air. And that will remain in the air. That's 6 runs, 6 more. Big over in the process. And it is maybe just a hint of a comeback for Ajman.
Well, he's unleashed his beast mode now, Sahir. You can't bowl him there. He's very strong. Look at the whip. Look at that flick. Beautifully played. Elegant. And that is gone for a maximum. Ajman are giving up a fight. And who is it? It is this man once again. Sahir Khan just brought his team back into this game.
Look how deep he's standing in his crease. The intentions are quite clear. They wanted one big over and this is what it is. Oh, a slow one. Did it hit him anywhere? There was certainly a noise. Yeah, given as a dot ball. That will bring an exciting over for Ajman to an end. A costly one. 113 for 5. Game on.
Last 5 overs to go in this game. 51 which is required, and last 5 wickets in hand. Saghir and Hamdan turning on the heat.
Well, we never thought that we'll get very close to this game. When we came into the commentary box, we thought this game might be done and dusted, and Sharjah would be heading towards the victory. But Ajman has different plans altogether, which is working well now. The soon we saw Zoeb Khan departed, Hamdan taking on the charge game away from Sharjah. Sharjah needs to win this game. Quick running between the two. Well done. They are not just hitting the boundaries, but running quickly between the wicket as well.
Well, showing some great game awareness in the middle, both these batters. So it's not only the boundaries, the maximums. Look at that. The moment he hit that, there was a call from Saghir, yes, and Hamdan responded so well. Right away, shifted gears and took that second. Brilliant piece of running.
And that looked really energetic there. He looked pumped, and he's pumping it. Just nudged it down, quick running. Look at that. That's what you need to do. If you run quickly between the wicket, especially after getting a big over, the previous one, this is the time where you can sense Ajman is playing a little bit of a tactical games.
Yeah, and talking about Sharjah, they were looking very comfortable 5 overs back. And that is when we were discussing that they've got the game with both their hands, but then came Saghir and Hamdan, and they've changed the complexion of this game now. Pretty much hanging in the balance.
I think the over from Shehbaz Ali, the expensive one, has backfired. The plan got wrong for Sharjah. They need to make over. This over can bring them back in the game because Khuzaima already picked up a very important wicket earlier, and also he's bowling well. We saw him earlier troubling Saghir Khan with his pace. Oh, flashed it hard. Got the runs, moreover important, no matter where you place it. More importantly, you need those 4 runs.
Well, the length was right. He wanted to bowl in that block hole, trying to go for the Yorker, but just could not get the line right. Lot of width offered, and fortune favouring the brave there. He's got plenty of bat on that thick outside edge, and that is certainly going to help the cause now. 44 required in 27. Where is this match going, Abid?
Well, indeed, I'm sure going to lose some nails. This is perfect delivery. Perfect delivery, bringing in also, cutting down the pace as well. Khuzaima bin Tanveer need to be smart here. In this wicket, they need to mix it up. That's more important.
Yeah, and also if you talk about the batters, Saghir, he's already got a boundary. They know that Khuzaima has been brought early in this innings, and the reason is to break this partnership. So they should be showing some game awareness there. Brilliant delivery and somehow getting the bat down on time. Otherwise, there was a clear case of an LBW.
I think it was a great delivery that he saw the batsman is shuffling and coming and crossing and covering the stumps. Now making room outside off. This has gone Skyer. Who wants it? Oh, what a great efforts there from the young Harsh Desai. But it was very, very difficult. Well done there, Khuzaima, bowling well now.
Yeah, almost getting the better of Saghir. Short delivery and just lobbing it up in the air. And I think it was a half chance. He did all the hard work, but just could not hold on to it. Excellent try though by the youngster.
Yeah, he's got 1 over up sleeves as well. I'm sure Captain knows about that. He can be useful if Khalid Shah uses him early. I think after a couple of overs, you will not be able to use Harsh Desai. Just a flick on the own side, a single. Again, not too bad over for Ajman. They'll be happy with it. 16 got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Ajman. keeping an eye on the time as well because the captain need to complete this match. Otherwise, those rule will apply. The fielder will come into the circle in the last over. That could be very, very tense moments for Sharjah. Making room, going up. It's still up, and it will remain up. 6 runs. What a start of the over. Shakir has lit this up.
Well, this is some brilliant striking coming in from Zahir. Made some room for himself. Short delivery, and there you go. Bang, straight down the ground. And straight away putting Awais under the pump. And this is exactly what I was mentioning, Abid. Spinner to Zahir, it is always going to be a risky ask. And straight away, he's gone for a maximum.
It's a sheer power. It was brutal bottom hand.
What?
This is up in the air. That will land safely. Yep. They're running quickly. The young legs will definitely be looking for an extra inch always. It's Saghir Khan who is batting tremendously well. Have a look at this one.
What?
Didn't time it well. So this is where you need look at that running. How Hamdan is pushing his partner for 2. This is exciting to watch. Oh, this is gone. This is disappearing. That is huge 6 from Saghir. 2 sixes already in an over.
Well, he seems to be in a hurry now, Sahir. Take a bow, young man. Your team was in trouble, but then this man walked in and he has turned the tables around. Once again, going fuller and banged straight out of the middle of the bat. And now, Ajman are in the driving seat.
I tell you what, his eyes got lit up the soon he saw the ball is bit fuller. He's thrown the entire furniture on it. What a hit that was. That was a maximum that can be counted. And not only the problem we have is we lost the ball as well. Yeah, Shahir Khan just had a little smaller than this. Just enough, I think. Don't trouble the umpires.
Well, this was the make or break over. And surely it has gone in the favour of Team Ajman. It's going to be very interesting now if Sahir is going to take a single or once again try to target Awais.
Well, I think the modern day games ask you this. If you're going, go for the kill. So they're good. I'm thinking this is what Sahir Khan would be thinking also. That go for the maximize this over and get the game in this over as well. Makes room and look at that. He intended to go big. And a quick run. Well, already they got the runs they were looking in the over. In just 4 deliveries, 2 sixes. Yeah, now it's the left-hander against the left armer. It will be more easier for Hamdan if he can get some runs.
Yeah, we won't be surprised if Hamdan Tahir also joins the party. He's facing a left-arm spinner.
He goes through the mid-off. Yeah, he'll feed the strike back to Saghir. I think that's smart batting. He doesn't need to accelerate much because one end is already doing enough damage to the opponents. Makes room, gets full result as well, I reckon. Yeah, that's gone into the bushes. That's gone into the another ground. What a big hit. Awais must be really frustrated with those 3 sixes in the over. What a hit from Saghir. And bringing 50. What an innings this is.
Well, that is absolute carnage coming in from Mohammad Saghir, and this is what this man can do. Completely change the complexion in one single over. And he has taken the charge, taken the responsibility, and has gotten his team into a commanding position now. 17 gone, Ajmal. 145 for 5. Well, take a bow, young man. Sahir, once again, the hero of this game. They were down and out, Team Ajman. Then came this man and has struck a huge maximum to reach his 50 with style.
Well, that's why you need match winners in your team, no matter what. Ajman have got a few, quite few of match winners in their team. Yes, they are down at the bottom of the table, but look at that. Now they have turned this game on and they are almost runnable. Who would have imagined they'll recover, and they will recover really well. Ajman is really giving a tough time. Yeah, pulling his length back, bowling short to Hamdan, and that's one for the over as well.
Well, they'll have to think out of the box, Team Sharjah. Khalid Shah, he's a thinking captain, but just that decision to give a spinner when Sahir is in the middle has completely backfired. He just took apart that bowling attack.
I think he made a little late introduction of the spinner. That's what I think. Rather than giving it to Shehbaz, if that time of the game he would have handed over to the spinner, Saghir wouldn't have gone that brutal against the spinner. A quick run. Yeah, I think that's the right move. Feed the strike to the beast.
Well, still it's not over. One more wicket from here onwards, and that too, if you can pick up Sahir from here onwards, the new man will come in. It's not easy to straight away strike the ball and get it from the middle of the bat. So it's going to be interesting now, and I think Sahir is not going to be interested in those singles and double Abid. He will try to go for those big shots.
Well, I think the problem always here, what I see is in Sharjah team is their shoulders are down, their chips are down. The body language says it that they are out of the game. They know that. So this is the problem. This is where you need the captain to gather his troops and have a word with them. We haven't lost this game. Come on, we have kind of a bowler and a fielders who can win us the game from here. So this is where captain comes forward. Now the fielding is being settled here. They've got mid-off up. It's straight to the fielder. They'll be off to a single. Sensible running. This is good running, keeping the pressure on.
Well, I think they just didn't do their homework and just let's have a look at that 50 package. Brilliant batting. The moment he came in, first he was playing along the carpet, but then he put his beast mode on and just kept on hitting those maximum in boundaries. And then this was the over. He decided that he's going to take the bowling apart, and he was severe against Awais. No clues whatsoever. He kept on hitting those huge maximums and reached the 50 in style.
And all this time I was wondering in the last over against Awais which six was the biggest one. He hit three, but I think the last one was the biggest of all.
Yeah, I think that is where the ball was lost even. So, yeah, I agree with you. 16 and 14 deliveries pretty much in their hands. Yeah, there you go. Oh, brilliant shot. And that was where he got his half century in bringing in style. And look at that celebration. Means a lot to this man.
You can sense the relief in his facial expressions as well. Oh, this one hit perfectly well. Straight to the fielder. Well done there in the deep. Could be a mini comeback there from Sharjah if they can pick up a wicket here. They're just doing well, Josema, in this over, but that would be now he's got only one delivery to go, and more trouble for Khalid Shah, who will be bowling the penultimate and the final over.
Yeah, the only way they can come back in this game is to pick up a wicket. There's no two ways about it. You cannot contain 15 in 13 deliveries. It's a crucial last delivery coming up.
Well, Sharjah need a wicket. They need to pick up Saghir Khan especially to make a comeback in this game. If it's Josema who can bring that wicket on. Very smartly batted there by Hamdan Tahir. Lovely work. Oh, they're off to a two. Oh, I think the bowler is hurt himself by running hard. A piece of grass has come out. Not sure about He looks in pain. Moreover, Ajman brought that 150. And they need 13 of last 12.
That was the last delivery, beautifully played, and straight away Sahir wanted the second and responded well by his partner. Oh, that could be very nasty. That knee just got stuck into the surface. Oh, that doesn't look too good. Yeah, you can see he's limping, does not look at his 100%.
Yeah, it can be very, very bad for the fast bowlers, especially. You need to get fit enough for the next game. We don't have a lot of time to rest out. And Khuzaima bin Tanveer remains a very important member of the pace attack of Sharjah. They'll be hopping for him to recover. He looks fine. A little bit of a limping. I think a few magical touches from the physio would do well for him.
Right then, just the 13 runs remaining in the last couple of overs. What brilliant batting display from these two experienced campaigners. Hamdan Tahir was given a new role. Usually he comes up the order to bat, does open as well for his teams. But today, he has fulfilled the shoes brilliantly. 21 important runs in just 12 deliveries. Alongside Saghir, well, he was destructive. A destruction machine, I would say. And this is not the first time we are seeing Saghir do that. That one over changed the completion. There you go. That's the field setup they've got. Deep, fine, deep, mid wicket, long on. Slower, short delivery yet again, and single is all he'll get. Well, Sharjah need to believe in themselves. There's still 12 runs required. One wicket from here will bring a new batter on the crease. And it is a very difficult surface to bat on. You can't really just come in and play those big shots straight away. So they need to have that belief that the game is not over by any means whatsoever. For the left-handed Hamdan, they've got a deep mid-wicket, deep square leg. Long on, long off, and deep cover. Slower delivery yet again, and very smart batting. This man is showing some great game awareness. When there's a good delivery, he's not trying to go and force the issue, rather just respecting the good ones and taking the singles, and that is the demand of the situation of this game.
Yeah, they've got a brilliant pace attack, Sharjah. They can make a comeback from any moment in the game, but if they need to pick up this man is a hurdle, Saghir Khan. Well, that is toe end of the bat. This can be a chance. No chance whatsoever. Well, that's gone. Puts it away in a grand fashion. 6 more.
He seems to be in a hurry now. Look at that. Getting predictable. And that swing of the bat. He's got a terrific bat speed, Saghir Khan. Getting into an excellent position. This man, he's got some excellent hand-eye coordination. And he has whacked this for yet another maximum. And inching closer now to the victory. Our team Ajman, 5 required in 9 deliveries.
It looks like Ajman is now one step away from the victory. Looks like the game in hand for them. But what a fight back this has been. This has been a clinical performance from Saghir Khan and Hamdan Tahir. Whipped that one straight to the fielder. Hold on, you've still got plenty of delivery to finish this game off. You need one big hit.
Yeah, I think there was a chance to go towards the boundary. 5 meters on the either side, and it would have trickled towards the boundary. And I wouldn't be surprised if Saghir will try to finish this game off in style.
Penultimate over. Need one big hit. Can this be that one? Well, slow bumper. Been waiting for the umpire signal. He calls it wide. Irfan not happy with the umpire's decision. They need 4 more to win.
Yeah, that was marginally close, but the umpire thought otherwise, and I think it was just above the headline. So just one hit away to win this important encounter for Team Ajman. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think it's a right call made by the umpire.
Yeah, this will tell us a better story, yeah. It looks clearly slightly over the head. I think Sharjah have not used their spinners well. I think that's been the only backfire. But I think the knock from Saghir Khan and Hamdan Tahir have really taken this game away. They never let Team Sharjah bowlers come back. They've been on dominance and they dominated this game. We thought that Ajman would taste another defeat, that too against the toppers of the table. And Ajman had a different plan altogether. One big hit. Straight to the fielder. They got to hold for a hit. And we are into the final over. 3 needed of the last over. The excitement is still on. Good over from Irfan. Good recovery. 161 for 5.
Right, then a new bowler introduced in the last over. 3 is what is required, and Saghir on strike. A lot to ask from this youngster Irfan. One hit away.
Well, this could be that hit. That's stand and deliver. It has to come from the man who has done the wonders for the Team Ajman. Saghir Khan. What a clinical performance this has been. A match-winning knock here. Literally pulled his team out of trouble and brought into that victory side. It took him one delivery from Irfan Yusufzai to clear the game. We went till the last over, down the wire. What a shot this has been. This has been a showstopper performance from Saghir Khan and Hamdan Tahir. Let's not take credit away from him. What a knock he played. He never each other for converting ones into twos, and in the end it's the Team Ajman who got into the victory and beating the topper of the table. The captain must be delighted. Adnan Al-Mulk looks happy there with the team performance. What a night this has been for Ajman. They've certainly pulled out rabbit out of the hat. And they've won this competition. The match number 9, Ajman winning by 5 wickets. This man played a heroic knock, not with the bat only, but he bowled as well. He bowled really well. Was the one, brought the early breakthrough as well for the Team Ajman in the bowling department. But when it comes to the batting, he's made sure he crosses the line with a victory for Team Ajman. Not a lot of contribution there from the top order. None was got out on a very first delivery from Almas. Leg before the wicket. And then Wajid not contributing up to mark. Even Saad, who scored 26, but not so quick with not a great strike rate. But this two-man stealing the show. Saghir Khan with 70 of just 29. Hamdan Tahir of Ajman scoring 22 of just 14. What a knock. What a night it has been for the batters. What a game we had to witness here. Well, they had a very good start. Harsh Desai bowled 3 overs, giving only 8 and picking up 2 crucial wickets at the top. Hafiz Almas with a wicket as well, but those two never come back into the attack when Team Sharjah was in trouble. It was Awais who got a little expensive tonight. Moreover, he went wicketless as well, along with Shehbaz Ali. Also couldn't contribute with the wicket, and both of them ended up with the over 10 runs economy. That is where I think the game has got a little bit out of control when Shehbaz got leaked a lot of runs. This is how first ball, first wicket it was, and then it was a little comeback there from Team Ajman in the beginning. There, just that was a great hit from Saad. They kept on going, but this wicket, and then another wicket falling through. Two quick wickets there. Harsh Desai striking hard, and again a wicket there for Saad. This was also a half-hearted shot from Sohaib Khan. And then coming in, Hamdan with 6 on a very first ball that he faced. And they kept on hitting those. He kept the tempo alive. And this man, playing that helicopter, he played all the shots in the textbook and made sure he maximized this over where he's hit those 3 maximum sixes, gigantic sixes out of the park. And then he never looked back. He kept on hitting those sixes and 4. And this was the last hit to seal the deal. And he's made sure Ajman wins this game with 5 wickets. What a performance this has been from Saghir Khan. And really a match-winning knock, and also handy with his wicket-taking abilities as well. Well, that's how the match summary has turned up to be. Luqman Faisal, the only 50 getter for Team Sharjah, and rest couldn't really contribute enough. And then Saghir, unbeaten 70 of 29, is been a night for him to cheer about it. He's done great job. What a performance this has been, and equally supported well by Hamdan Tahir, who scored 22. What a night this has been. Great performance from Ajman, beating the team who's top at the table. And talking about the bowling department of Sharjah, well, Harsh Desai with 2 wickets on. Well, it's time for us to head for the post-match presentation, where we have Ahmed Khwaja.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to post-match presentation for match number 9 of the 7 Districts Presents Emirates D20 2024, powered by Fancode. It was Ajman taking on Sharjah. Sharjah batting first, posted a score of 163, and they were in a dominant position at one stage until one man completely stole the show. It's time to give the player of the match memento that will be presented by esteemed match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, and his name is Khan. Saghir Mayar Khan, 70 of 29 with 7 sixes, and not only that, he took 3 wickets with the ball as well. What a show. सगीर मयार खान अब बोलें तो फिर क्या बोलें, मतलब आज शारजा वर्सेस अजमान नहीं, शारजा वर्सेस सगीर खान मैच था.
जी बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. सबसे पहले अल्लाह पाक का लाख लाख शुक्र है कि मोमेंटम पकड़ा है और माशाल्लाह उसी पे जा रहे हैं. और जिस तरह जाके बल्ले पे लग रहा था तो उसी मोमेंटम के वो पकड़ लिए माशाल्लाह, और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह जीत मिली.
लेकिन ये सिर्फ आज की बात नहीं, आप मुसलसल पिछले 6-8 महीने से ऐसी ताबड़तोड़ क्रिकेट खेल रहे हैं. कोई चेंज आया आपकी गेम में?
जी जिस तरह पहले ज़्यादातर मौका नहीं मिलता था, अभी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह जिस तरह नाम बना हुआ है और जिस तरह लोग मुझे जानते हैं कि हिट मार सकते हैं, तो अभी आगे बेचते हैं और जिस तरह सिचुएशन होते हैं तो उसी सिचुएशन के हिसाब से खेलते हैं, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह कामयाबी मिलती है.
और काफ़ी ज़रूरी मैच था आप लोगों के लिए. अदनान उल मुल्क जो आपके कप्तान थे, टॉस पे कहते हैं मुझे नहीं पता, बस हमने ये मैच जीतना ही जीतना है किसी भी हालत में.
जी, और इसने हर्डल में भी यही बोला कि हमने जीतना है और मोमेंटम को पकड़ना है, तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह जीत मिली और इसी मोमेंटम को कंटिन्यू रखेंगे इंशाल्लाह.
आपने आज 7 छक्के मारे हैं, सबसे ज़्यादा कौन सा एंजॉय किया था?
जी सबसे पहले लास्ट में जो था ये
स्ट्रेट वाला
नहीं, जो लास्ट में विनिंग 6 था वही मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा पसंद.
वैसे वो फ्लिक वाला भी बहुत प्यारा था. अमेजिंग इनिंग्स, वेल प्लेड टुडे सगीर.
थैंक यू.
Well, that's all from the post-match presentation for now, but stay tuned. We have another game coming up. It is going to be Emirates Blues taking on Abu Dhabi.